There's only one place for the best selection of items for Mangum's homecoming. It's Flowers Unlimited at 113 South Oklahoma. Your choices include 7 different mums starting at $18.95, 4 different garters starting at $12.95, several kinds of noisemakers including the popular cowbell, lighted pom-poms, lighted jewelry, and candy snack packs. It's Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 50782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, go Mangum Tigers.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night, or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum is Tiger proud. When you need a reliable used vehicle, just visit Jamie's Auto Sales at 129 North Lewis Tittle Avenue in Mangum. Owner Jamie Turner has many years of experience in the auto sales business. Jamie or Lacey Del Tepper will help arrange financing through area banks and credit unions. Get a good vehicle and save money at Jamie's Auto in Mangum.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burks provide a comprehensive, full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offers government-sponsored apartments for persons 62 and older and people with Social Security. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi, and cable is just $5. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brandy at 782-2452 for more information. 782-2452. The Mangum Golden Age Apartments.
Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services. From fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, go Tigers.
And go Tigers indeed. Hi again, everyone. Welcome to football on Classic Hits 97.7. It has been a busy day turning into a busy evening. Deanne and I here ready to bring you the ball game this evening. She's doing our camera work again tonight as Justin O'Neill out of action. So our unpaid intern for the second straight week will be Deanne. Last week it was cold inside the booth. Tonight it is an absolute pressure cooker as the visitors get a chance to look at the west sun until it sets. So come on, 7:30, get here as quickly as you can. Got a good district matchup here tonight between Frederick and Mangum. The Bombers come in with a record of 3-1 overall, and they are 1-0 inside district play. Got all 15 of their points last week in that victory against Sayre. Mangum started, or rather I should say, Frederick started the season with a week 0 win against Comanche, winning 38-6. Then they lost to Wellington, Texas, back on September the 7th, as the Skyrockets beat them 44-12. Frederick then returned to the Bomber Bowl and knocked off Velma Alma 46-8. And then last week on the road, they were up at Sayre, beating the Eagles 39-6. So again, they come in with a record of 1-0 inside the district, and they are 3-1 on the season. Mangum, on the other hand, also 1-0 inside district play, and they find themselves with a record of 2-2. Dropped their first 2 bowl games of the year, losing big on the road to Ringling. Final score there was 32-0, and then bounced back and lost a tough one at Walters, 15-14. Came from behind in week number 3, their first home game of the year, and beat Apache in come from behind fashion. Did Mangum, and won that ball game by a final score of 28-22, and then they rolled up Hollis last week on the road, 53-14 in the district ball game. So they are 1-0 inside the district and have their 15 points as well. Mangum Lady Tigers earlier today winning in scintillating fashion the Class 2A regional at Mangum. They advanced to the state tournament now. Really were on the ropes for a while against a Walters team that they run-ruled last night 12-2, trailing 2-1, and then suddenly woke up in the 5th inning and scored 13 runs and won by a final score of 14-2, a walk-off 3-run home run from Sarah Rogers in that 5th inning. And again, Mangum wins it by a final score of 14-2. Congratulations to Richard Carney and the Mangum Lady Tigers softball team. And see if we can't find somebody from that softball squad to come up and talk to us at halftime of our bowl game here. So we're getting set for Mangum and Frederick. We'll return to the Bomber Bowl after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Courtsview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcasts. Listen, when you're enjoying ball this fall, stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Courtsview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course, they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Courtsview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
Kind of ironic we had baking and roasting in there, and certainly Deanne and I are inside this press box now. Justin O'Neill probably listening into the broadcast, and he remembers last year when we came here, and actually it was much hotter that night that we played Frederick. It's a non-district affair back then, so actually a little bit better here this evening. The captains for the Tigers tonight will include Enrique Lopez, or Henry Lopez, as some know him by. Also, we've got Brett Perry and Sean-Claude Booth out there. Also joining the captain squad this evening, Mason Mathis. And one of the big uglies up front, Jerry Skinner, one of our favorites. We love the way that Skinner plays the game of football. So those are your captains tonight for the Mangum Tigers, dressed in their road white uniforms with the black numerals and the orange trim. By the way, our refereeing crew tonight, the referee is Alan Meyer. The umpire is Sean Del Camp. Linesman Troy Vincent. Mark Stuyvesant is the line judge, and the back judge is Neil Summerson. Across the way, you see the captains barely for this group from Frederick, dressed in their home red uniforms with the white numerals and the black trim. And one of the captains out there, Douglas Basham. Basham joined, and again, it's so difficult to see looking into that sunshine, and we don't mean to complain and or whine, but it is just a tough night to see until that sun sets out to the west. So this time of the year, I don't like the fact that the sun is setting as quickly as it does, but tonight I'm okay with it. As the referees and the captains go over the different choices here, Alan Meyer will toss the coin. He is the white hat tonight. And it looks like they're talking to Mangum as maybe, though, the Tigers won the toss. Let's see if that's the case. First time that Deanne has been to the Bomber Bowl, and I was telling her about the little airplane that actually comes out and goes around the field. Your other two captains this evening for for Frederick, Cade Rohde, and also out there this evening it is Cole Monson. And those three guys, not even in uniform, as Mangum will be receiving on the right end of your listening device here. Our pregame show being brought to us by Stockman's Bank, and we'll return with the opening kick as we're getting set for Mangum and Frederick. Countdown to kickoff continuing on Classic Hits 97.7.
What does it mean to be a Mangum Tiger, you ask? Well, we are one town, one school, and one family. We may be a small town, but we have big dreams and a bright future ahead of us. This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we are so proud to support the Mangum Tigers.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stonecutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
And welcome back to the Bomber Bowl as we get set for the Bombers and the Tigers in a A2 district matchup. Our pregame show brought to you by the Stockman's Bank. Last week, Deanne dealing with the screen in front of us. Tonight, it'll be bodies in front of us. An unusual setup here. We sit on the east side of the Bomber Bowl and actually have coaches that are sitting outside in front of us. We received an invitation to sit outside as well if we liked, and we immediately said no, thank you, because there's nothing between the ledge and falling over the ledge. This young lady who, for example, is sitting right in front of us with her feet hanging over the edge, I'm just getting vertigo watching her. So just about ready to get this one underway. It's been a big day of sports for Mangum, and as we mentioned, Lady Tigers winning the regional championship earlier this afternoon. Richard Carney's team rolling through the regional, winning yesterday 10-3 over Chelsea. Then run ruling last night, Walters 12-2, and also run ruling this afternoon, Walters, by a final score of 14-2. What you shaking your head about there, Ace? Huh? Picture is horrible. Well, we can only do what we can do on OKSports.tv and Facebook as well, and that picture will get better as the sun goes down. But again, we're the victim of where we're placed when we come to these locales, and we get spoiled by watching ESPN and Fox Sports and everything else. And it just on a high school level, especially a Class A level, the accommodations aren't what you'll find in the bigger places. Not only is it difficult for the camera to pick anything up, but, I mean, we literally are looking at the sun, and it is hard for us to see the field as well. So just please bear with us. Not a whole lot we can do about it, except as Elton John once sang, don't let the sun go down on me, but I think we're ready for the sun to go down. Zachary Matthews set to kick the football away for the Bombers. He'll do so from left to right on your viewing and or listening device. And as we mentioned, Frederick in the all red with a black trim, white numerals. Back to receive for Mangum. Brett Perry in the middle of the football field. Up top, Leighton Ketchum. And down here below us, we see Trayvon Dickey. So they put 12 minutes up on the clock, and we're about ready to get this one underway. A pregame show being brought to you by good folks over there at Stockman's Bank. So kickoff is on the way. High end over end kick going to be fielded by Perry about the 10. He'll go far side 15, 20, 25. Makes a stutter step, comes to the near side, has the 30, bangs across the 30, and out to about the 32, 33-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there for Mangum. And again, that brilliant sunshine making it difficult to see, not only for the human, but also for our camera. And once that sun goes down, it'll get considerably better. Again, we're in an enclosed booth and at the mercy of the elements. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Mangum. They go to work at their own 33-yard line. 11:52 left in quarter number 1, and they'll go shotgun immediately. Colton Laughlin is the quarterback. Laughlin going to keep it himself, gets a block from Perry, weaves his way along the line of scrimmage and picks up a yard. Actually, that was Sean-Claude Booth at the quarterback position. Late flag going to come in as Booth from the shotgun got the direct snap. Let's see what the call is here as the head linesman threw his flag, and the penalty is going to be marked off against Frederick. May get him for a face mask here, the inadvertent face mask. Take it out. Well, no, they're going to march off the 15 yards. So a personal foul face mask going to take the ball all the way out to the 47-yard line. Personal foul first down there for Mangum. So the first big break of the afternoon and evening for the Tigers. Hand the ball at the 47-yard line, 1st and 10, their own 47. Shotgun formation. Again, they'll hand it off to Booth. He'll reverse direction. And a nice open field tackle made behind the line of scrimmage. Knifing in there, Malachi Newton to make the play. Looks like a yard loss on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 11. 11:25 of the clock running here in this first period of play. And getting a long-range forecast for the folks at Channel 7. And they say stormy and cool late next week. Well, that'll be the case. We'll be over at Mangum and nothing to protect us, and we'll get wet. Oh, well. 2nd down, Laughlin here on the near side on the naked bootleg. Back to the original line of scrimmage and no more. It'll be 3rd and 10 from there. He maybe only got a half yard on the play. Colton a little upset as he came off the pile. In on the stop for the Bombers, Cade Hicks. Yeah, Hicks a little noogie there maybe at the end of that tackle. And it'll be 3rd down and 11. No gain on the play. Mangum here on the near side, and across the way, the Bombers. So it'll be 3rd down. We'll call it 11 as Mangum goes shotgun. Split here on the near side, Dickey and Perry, 2 receivers up top. 3rd down play. Going to roll Laughlin here to the near side. Colton dumps, middle of the field. Ball going to be picked off by Frederick and returned back to the Mangum 46-yard line. Malachi Newton stepped into the passing lane, and that's an easy interception for Newton. Frederick will get it on the turnover. It'll be 1st and 10 now for Frederick as the Bombers have the ball on the 47-yard line of Mangum. You know, a pass that Colton would love to have back as he threw that into traffic, and the linebacker just sitting waiting on that ball, Malachi Newton. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for Frederick. They'll go to work at the 47-yard line of Mangum. They'll go with a straight I formation. The quarterback is Gustavo Galen. Gustavo, his tailback is Diego Reyes. He'll turn, fake the handoff to Reyes, wants to throw. Now a screen pass. Reyes makes the catch, has the 45-40, and a great open field tackle there at the 39-yard line. Otherwise, Reyes is off to the races, and tackle made across the way by Dalen Stacy. So Stacy, a great open field tackle there. Gain of 8 on the play, 2nd down and 2, but a well-designed screen play there. And now they'll go shotgun here on 2nd down and 2. Parks in the backfield. They'll fake the handoff to him, keeping it the quarterback, and Gustavo Gayton got hammered as he came along the line of scrimmage. A couple of Mangum players there to make the stop. J.T. Schrum along with Jalen Warner, short of a 1st down. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 1. So 3rd down and 1, ball setting at the 38-yard line to make the 37. 9-10 left here in quarter number 1. No score. First offensive foray of the evening for Frederick. Go back to that I formation. Underneath center, Galen. Long snap count. Now he'll turn, hand it off to his tailback, bust it to the outside, and we'll pick up the 1st down. Stiff arms Brett Perry. Perry will stay right with him, hog tie him, and throw him to the ground. But a 1st down will be picked up. Hard running there and a hard tackle. Kamatri Wright with the carry, and Wright will pick up the 1st down to the 30.5-yard line. So 1st and 10. Bombers get the first down of the night. 8:54 left in quarter number 1. And most of the field is bathed in shadows. We are bathed in sunshine. I should have told you to bring a beach towel and some sunscreen with you. So 1st and 10 now for Frederick. They'll go shotgun with Galen. Gustavo, long signal count. Now going to put a man in motion. They'll hand it off on the jet sweep, trying to turn the corner. Kyle Edwards. Edwards will cut it back inside the 30, take it down to the 27. Sean-Claude Booth in on the stop. Got some help as well from J.T. Schrum. And a gain on the play of, they'll give him 3. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and 7. 8:35 left here in period number 1. An interception by Malachi Newton of Frederick, and has given the Bombers great field position. They took over at the Mangum 47. Now have it 2nd down and about 7 from the 27. Newton on the carry right up the middle of the field. He gets to the 26 and no more. Ran into a whole bunch of white shirts. JT Shrum there along with Sean Claude Booth, and not getting credit for the tackle, but doing a great job of clogging up that middle nose guard, Jerry Skinner. So that'll bring up a 3rd down now. 3rd down, and we'll call it 5. 4 minutes gone by here in the first quarter of play, and we have no score. Screen pass to begin the drive for Frederick. Everything else has been on the ground. They'll go shotgun again, actually go pistol with Newton, the running back. Quarterback is Galen. 3rd down and about 5. Galen wants to throw, has time, now flush from the pocket, throws off his back foot, and that pass is going to sail out of bounds. It was intended for Ryder Ramirez across the way. Good coverage, though, by Mangum. And it looked like that was Trayvon Dickey, and it was Dickey on the coverage out there. So it'll bring up a 4th down situation for Frederick, and the Bombers will go for it here, sitting at the Mangum 27-yard line, and a timeout going to be taken by Frederick. 7:36 left in the first quarter of play. No score. Bombers 4th and 5 when we come back on Classic Hits 97.7.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
All right, welcome back as we go 4th down now. 4th and about, we'll call it 6 for Frederick. 7:36 left of this first quarter of play. Ball setting just inside the 27. The line to bank for a first down is right at the 20-yard line. Galen wants to run the option here on the near side. Gustavo now wants to throw. Got a man wide open. Catches, made it to 20, the 15, 10, and finally shoved out of bounds at about the 7-yard line will be Michael Parks. So Parks with the catch at a 1st and goal. On the stop, Brett Perry along with Dalen Stacy, and got some help as well from Leighton Ketchum, but not before another first down picked up by Frederick. This one on 4th down, and they've got it. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. Shotgun formation, big back in there now. And it's Kamontre Wright. He's got one carry on the night, and it was a power run indeed. They'll hand it off to Wright, right up the middle, follows blockers, tries to shove his way towards the goal line, keeps pushing the pile. Bombers say they've got a touchdown. No official from anybody in a striped shirt, no call there. It'll be 2nd down and goal as Kamontre Wright took it inside the 3 down to about the 1.5-yard line. 7:05 left here in this first quarter of play. Mangum needing a big defensive stand right here. Turned the ball over on an interception, gave Frederick a short field 47-yard line, and the Bombers have had it ever since. 2nd and goal from the 1. Galen going to keep it himself, dives for the end zone. He is in, touchdown from 1.5 yards away. And with 6:45 left in quarter number 1, Frederick will strike first. They take advantage of the turnover, and they lead it by a score of 6-0. So a methodical drive by the Bombers after the short field. Had to go 47 yards and got the score. A couple of passing plays, one on a 1st down, one on a 4th down to get the drive kick-started. Marco Clemente with the extra point try, and it is going to be wide left, no good. But Frederick will strike first. 6:45 left in quarter number 1. It's the Bombers 6, Mangum nothing. And we're Classic Hits 97.7.
Farmers and ranchers need feed or supplies? 4E Feed and Supply in Mangum is farm-owned, so they understand your needs for the farm and ranch. They feature bulk feeds for pickup or they'll deliver. Great brands coupled with fast, friendly service. They have gates and panels, vet supplies, and show feeds too. 4E Feed and Supply supports Greer County School sports and ag activities. 425 East Lincoln in Mangum.
The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum is celebrating 80 years in business and 4 decades of Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger graduates. The Castle Insurance Agency has had and will continue to have a long-term commitment to support Mangum students on the field and off the field. For auto, home, farm, bonds, crop, oil field, or commercial insurance, please call or stop by the Castle Insurance Agency, 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum. Call 782-3049. That's 782-3049. The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum.
Back in the Bomber Bowl, 6:45 left in quarter number 1. Mangum trailing 6-0. They're about to get football for the second time this evening. Turned it over on an interception to begin the ball game. On a pickoff made by Malachi Newton. Here's the kick from Zachary Matthews. Matthews end over end towards the far side. That'll go out of bounds. See if Mangum makes them re-kick, or we'll take the ball 1st and 10. From the 35. Ball went out of bounds at about the 21, 22-yard line. And I believe they're going to make him kick it over. Yeah, that'll be the case. So they're going to kick the ball over now. Will Frederick. No time off the clock. That is a timing down. Once somebody touches it, the clock will begin. Obviously, it goes out of bounds, so nobody touched it. Folks asking about when we will find out when the pairings are set for the state softball tournament, and that should be on Monday. Should know, if not early Monday, at least late in the afternoon on Monday. And Shawnee will be the site for the 2A state tournament for Mangum. And we'll have, of course, coverage from Shawnee. Now they're going to go with an onside kick as Frederick, and the ball going to be scooted free and finally recovered at about the 40-yard line. It looked like that was going to be an easy recovery for Mangum at about the 45 or so. Cross Brooks had to go through his hands, and I think finally falling on the football, one of the big uglies up front may have been Stetson Ryan. Nonetheless, Mangum will get it back 1st and 10. They have the ball at their own 41-yard line. So a short field for the Tigers. Let's see what they can do with it here. Trailing 6-0 with 6:42 left in period number 1. Going to go shotgun here. Actually going to go pistol. Laughlin, the quarterback. And Booth is the running back. And they'll go with an inside handoff here. It didn't fool anybody. Boy, getting swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage there was Jalen Warner. Warner didn't stand a chance. Took the handoff. And there were 4 red shirts there to knock him off his feet. Leading the way was Diego Reyes. So a loss of 3 on the play. Sets up a 2nd down and 13. Try to go with a little inside handoff on the fake and couldn't get it done. Now Booth and Perry are dual quarterbacks back there. Sean Claude will try to throw a block here for Brett, trying to turn the corner, and Perry won't get it done. Great pursuit on the edge by Zachary Matthews. And again, Mangum will lose yardage. Drive had started at about the 42 and gone all the way back now to their own 33. And a timeout going to be taken by the Tigers. 5:50 left here in this first quarter of play. Clock still running. Somebody didn't tell the scoreboard operator across the way. Now they do. 5:45 left here in the first period. Mangum trails 6-0, facing 3rd and long. When we come back, Classic Hits 97.7.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Well, both teams have used a timeout here in this first quarter of play. Frederick took advantage of theirs on a 4th down situation, called the timeout, called a play, and picked up the 1st down and kept the drive alive for their touchdown. See what Mangum can do here. Laughlin back at quarterback in the shotgun. 3rd down and 17. Laughlin full out blitz, and he'll get sacked all the way back at the 24-yard line. So Mangum, a drive that started at about the 42, now has it pushed all the way back to the 24. It'll be 4th and forever, and they'll have to punt the football away with 5:35 left here in this first half of play. First quarter play got a penalty flag on that play. Well, earlier we had a face mask, personal foul called on Frederick. And Alan Meyer and company are talking to the guys in white, so let's see what this one is going to be. The penalty flag lays at the 25-yard line. And the line to make for a first down is the 49 of Frederick. They will mark this one off against the Bombers. It's a 15-yard march off. It'll take the football out to the 40-yard line. And if it's a new down or this, they replay the down, it'll be 3rd down and 11. Head coach for Frederick not happy with the call as he comes all the way out to the near hash mark. And you can hear, or we can hear, some of the folks in the stands screaming that should have been an automatic first down. Dead ball foul, personal foul, and they mark off the 15, and I believe they're going to replay the down, and I think that's right. I don't think it's an automatic first down. I think what it is you replay the down. You get the 15 yards and replay the down, make it 3rd down and 11. And I believe that's what we've got here. Line to make for a first down just across the 50 to the Frederick 49. Ball setting at the Mangum 40. So it is 4th down and 10 and a half. Shotgun formation, and they'll stop things before it starts. And again, a conversation going on. Oh, no, Alan Meyer says it's 4th down. Wow. So it's a dead ball foul. So you get the 15 yards, but you don't get the down over. So now Mangum going to have to punt the football away. So some confusion here by everybody involved, and now they finally sorted out. So it was a dead ball foul, not an automatic first down. You get the 15 yards, don't get the down over, and Mangum will have to kick on 4th and 11. Clock running, 5:15 left in this first quarter of play. Rather inauspicious beginning for everybody out on the field. Kick by Lopez will die at the 40-yard line of Frederick. It'll be 1st and 10 from there for the Bombers of Frederick with 5:03 left in the first period of play, and they lead it 6-0 on Classic Hits 97.7.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
First down play for the Bombers. Inside handoff to Michael Parks, and not fooled at all was the nose tackle for Mangum, Jerry Skinner. Skinner staying at home, makes the tackle, maybe a half yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9.5. So some razzle-dazzle there by Frederick. Skinner, though, manning that middle of the field, stayed right at home, made a nice tackle. 4:30 left in this first period of play. The sun has gone behind the clouds out west. We are grateful. Shotgun formation, keeping it here on the near side, is going to be the new quarterback. And out near the 49-yard line will go Zachary Matthews. Matthews near a first down. J.T. Skinner in on the stop. Sean-Claude Booth there as well. But, again, I think Matthews picked up the first down, and they are going to move the sticks. So, Frederick going with 4 people in the backfield, kind of interchangeable parts, if you will. Switching out quarterbacks, and the new quarterback now going to be Zachary Matthews. It was Gustavo Gayton who scored the first score of the night for Frederick. Handoff here, going to go to Malachi Newton. Newton takes it across the 50 down to the 47-yard line. And again, in on the stop for Mangum. Be that big body, Jerry Skinner. 4-yard carry there, 2nd down and 6. 3:45 left in this first quarter of play. Talk about the clouds out west. There is a front that will move through overnight. We may get some fog and drizzle overnight. Same story tomorrow early, and then nice later in the afternoon. Had to put on my weather hat for that one. 2nd down and 6. Handoff to the big back, and boy, Kamantri Wright nearly lost that football. Had it on his thigh pad, took it to the 45. Got knocked off his feet there by Dalen Stacy, along with Corbin McGill. He actually took it inside the 45. They'll give him the 44. Sets up a 3rd down at about 4.5. Ball resting between the 45 at the 44-yard line. The line to make right at the 40. Clock running, 3 minutes left in this first quarter of play. Bombers on top 6-0. He scored first after an interception and a short field of 47 yards. Keeping it this time will be Matthews, and Matthews will not get the first down. He is stopped at about the 43. Skinner in the middle of that, along with Dalen Stacy, J.T. Schrum, and also getting off the pile will be Jalen Warner. Another penalty flag will fly. Mangum says it's against Frederick. They're right. Bomber's going to get called for a hold. Flag setting at the 43. They'll mark it off 10 from there. And Frederick will get a chance to replay the down. It'll be 3rd and 12. So a hold on that interior. Somebody trying to hold Jerry Skinner. That's a whole lot of body to hold there, and if you're holding on to him, somebody's going to catch you doing it. No. It'll be 3rd down and about 13. Ball setting at the 47-yard line now of Frederick. Line to make the 40 of Mangum. They trail 6-0. Play clock winding down now. It's at 5. Frederick got to hurry. Will they get it off in time? And they do at 1. Rolling near side, wanting to throw. That's Matthews going deep. Ball up for grabs and nearly picked off by Brett Perry. Ball slapped away at the last minute by the wide receiver who turned defender. And it was Michael Parks. And the penalty will help the Tigers get the football back, because instead of picking up that first down a moment ago, it's 4th down and 13, and punting the football away will be the Bombers. Brett Perry back to receive. He's joined out there by Fisher Webb. Perry on the near side, Webb up top, and the punter is Zachary Matthews. Careful here. Matthews, of course, part-time quarterback for Frederick, so you never know what might happen. He'll kick it away, and boy, nearly getting it, Bernard Bailey. Ball going to go out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. They'll mark it out at the 21, so it'll be 1st and 10 from there for Mangum. They'll go to work for the 3rd time offensively with 2:06 left in quarter number 1.
When it comes to getting your prescriptions filled quickly, just have your doctor send them to Bratton Drug in Mangum or Granite Drug in Granite, where competent and friendly pharmacists will quickly fill them correctly. Bratton Drug and Granite Drug are hometown, locally owned pharmacies, and they know you have a choice when it comes to a pharmacy, so they appreciate your business, and they're proud to serve you. That's Bratton Drug in Mangum and Granite Drug in Granite.
1st and 10, little slip screen here on the near
Buy your
side.
Mangum Tiger Spirit clothing from local.
A little slip screen here on the near side. It went to Jalen Warner, and Warner going to get tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Mangum again losing yardage. Their best offensive plays tonight have been a couple of penalties of 15 yards against Frederick. Ball at the 15-yard line here, and we're going to get illegal procedure called against Mangum, and they'll decline the penalty, will Frederick, because the loss all the way back to the 14. So that'll set up a 2nd down and about 16 for Mangum. Minute 55 and running in this first quarter of play. Shotgun formation. And inside handoff here to Brett Perry, and good job that time by Frederick. Boy, Frederick doing an excellent job staying at home defensively and not just taking any fakes at all. Brett will pick up a couple of yards. And do they give him the, they don't give him anything. Bring up a 3rd down now. 3rd down, long 14, short 15. Clock running, a minute 25 left in quarter number 1. Hey, you're all right. You're doing fine. Shotgun formation with Laughlin. Booth to his right. Now Sean Claude in motion. They fake the screen to him. Colton looks the other way. Now going to get flushed out of the pocket and spun down at about the line of scrimmage, which is the 14-yard line. So Mangum will have to punt the football away, trailing 6-0 inside of 55 seconds here in quarter number 1. 4th and 14 for the Tigers. And Frederick able to flip the field there on the change of possessions. Kyle Edwards back here at the 50-yard line, set to receive the punt of Henry Lopez. Lopez, no pressure, gets the ball away, Wobbly kick comes near side, hits at the 40, goes forward to the 44, picked up by Matthews. Matthews cuts it back inside. He'll take it down to the 35-yard line. Penalty flag here at the 33. That likely is going to be a block in the back on Frederick. 27 seconds left here in this first period of play. We get the official call from Alan Meyer. Again, this is one of those unusual situations where we're all the way across the field. It is a block in the back. Meyer with the call. And so another penalty against Frederick. And we talked about the offense. The best offense tonight for Mangum so far has been a couple of 15-yard penalties on Frederick. Well, some of the best defense has been the penalty flag as well. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bombers. They have it at the 46-yard line of Mangum, leading 6-0 with 27 seconds left here in this first period of play. Third offensive possession of the night for the Bombers. Zachary Matthews now from the shotgun. 3 backs with him in the backfield. Matthews with a direct snap. And they're going to hand it off, run a reverse, and now want to throw the football with Galen. Got a man open. Perry, though, closing quickly. Tips the ball away. Brett Perry, good defense there as he recovered nicely. Ball hanging up for Gustavo Gayton. And pass was intended for Kyle Edwards. And again, Edwards had to play defender there to keep Perry from intercepting the pass. So Brett's been back there a couple of times in coverage, knocking footballs away. 17 seconds left here in this first period of play. 6-0. Second down and 10 from the 46 of Mangum. Now, Gustavo Gayton will go back underneath center. I formation, spin, hand the ball off. And here on the near side, 40, inside the 40 down to the 36-yard line, will go the running back, Diego Reyes. Reyes and Brett Perry. Big collision, and penalty flag will fly. And I think I'm going to get Brett here for a face mask. Personal foul, face mask against Perry. So they take it from the end of the run, which was the 35. This will take it all the way down to the 20 with 9 seconds left here in this first period of play. Frederick on top, 6-0. Let's see if they wind the clock here with 9 seconds remaining. They will, and that'll be the final play of period number 1. So Frederick leads it 6-0 at the end of 1. They've got it 1st and 10 at the Mangum 20-yard line as the second period gets underway after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
At the Bomber Bowl, it's Frederick on top of Mangum. 6-0 is period number 2 about to unfold here on Classic Hits 97.7, oksports.tv, and on our Facebook Live page. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bombers. They now work on the left end of your listening and or viewing device. You can see what kind of formation Bombers come out with this time. Malachi Newton is the fullback in an I formation. The tailback, Diego Reyes, and underneath center, Gustavo Gayton. 1st down and 10. Gayton wants to throw, looks right side, out in the flat. Pass is caught, 15-yard line. A gain of 5 for Ryder Ramirez. So the passing game has been few and far between for Frederick, but it's been short and effective. And pick up a 5 on the play, 2nd down and 5 out in the flat. And Leighton Ketchum making the tackle for Mangum. So after an interception to begin the ball game for Mangum, they had a pass picked off. Frederick, a short field, went 47 yards for the first score on a 1-yard plunge by Gustavo Gayton. Now it's 2nd down and 5 from the 15-yard line. Frederick on the march again. Hand off deep in the backfield. That'll go to Reyes. Tries to turn the corner. Reyes going to get spilled at about the 11-yard line. Chasing from behind and making the play for the Tigers was Jalen Warner. Also there, coming up from his cornerback position, Trayvon Dickey. A gain of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. And we'll call it about 1.5 yards. The line of Ake is the 10. So obviously 4-down territory for Frederick here. 10:45 and running the first half of play. Mangum in desperate need of a turnover right here. I formation. Now the tailback will be Kyle Edwards. Underneath center, Gayton. Gustavo hands it off to his tailback, and a first down going to be squeezed out, still on his feet, inside the 10, down to about the 9-yard line. Kyle Edwards took a pretty good pop, but he did pick up the first down. Bernard Bailey in on the stop. Sean-Claude Booth as well. But again, a first down will be picked up. It'll be 1st and goal now for Frederick. Ball setting at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal from there. Jerry Skinner in on the stop as well for the Tigers. But again, the defense on their heels, and they have been most of the night. They've been out there a lot. Mangum yet to put together an offensive drive. Now that spread backfield look with Gayton back at quarterback. He'll take the handoff and turn and give it to the big back. Spun down right at the line of scrimmage is Kamantri Wright. Making the tackle there was J.T. Schrum. Good job by Schrum. Took away the legs of Kamantri, and basically no gain in the play. Maybe a 0.5 yard. 2nd down and goal at the 8. Again, now they go with that power look as the fullback this time will be Wright, and his tailback is Reyes. They'll toss it to Reyes, right side, tries to turn the corner, has the 5, cuts it back inside, dives to the end zone, and he's there for the score. So with 9:29 left here in the first half of play, another touchdown for the Bombers, and they lead it 12-0 with, I would think, the 2-point conversion on the way. So Reyes did a good job of turning the corner and finding the end zone from about 8 yards away. 9:29 left in the first half of play, and Frederick will go for 2 here. Kicking game a little bit suspect on that first extra point try, and now with a 12-0 lead, you have to basically try for 2, right? Gayton from the shotgun. Wants to throw, does, middle of the field, pass is incomplete. 2-point conversion no good, but Frederick has extended the lead. They're on top 12-0 with 9:29 left in the first half of play. We're back to the Bomber Bowl after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night. Or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum is Tiger proud. When you need a reliable used vehicle, just visit Jamie's Auto Sales at 129 North Louis Tittle Avenue in Mangum. Owner Jamie Turner has many years of experience in the auto sales business. Jamie or Lacey Del Tepper will help arrange financing through area banks and credit unions. Get a good vehicle and save money at Jamie's Auto in Mangum.
Zachary Matthews set to kick the football away for Frederick. They lead it 12-0. 9:29 left in the first half of play. Back to receive it. Brett Perry here on the near side. Up top, you'll find Trayvon Dickey. Bernard Bailey right in front of him. And also back there for the Tigers, Fisher Webb. End over end kick, no man's land, and Cross will fall on it at about the 34-yard line. So Brooks Cross is getting his fill of football. I talked to his dad, Jay, a couple of weeks ago at Walters. Said, glad to see your son out playing football. Has he ever played before? Jay just gave me that look. So 9:29 left in the first half of play. Boy, the Tigers really need to put together a drive here. Trailing 12-0, and their offense has gone backwards. Pistol formation here. They'll send Perry in motion, going to toss it to him. Looks for a block on the near side. Cuts it back into the 35, breaks a tackle. He's at the 40, 45. And may have picked up the first down of the night that didn't get there by a penalty. No, I'm going to say he's short by about a half yard. It'll bring up 2nd down and 1. Some angry running there for Brett Perry. And somebody needs to get fired up in a white uniform. Perry delivering the blow at the end of the run on Jonathan Higuera. 9:20 left of this first half of play as Brett was knocked out of bounds. It stopped the clock. Shotgun formation. Ball goes through the hands of Colton Laughlin. Sean-Claude Booth there to pick it up. Good thing there. Sean-Claude back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe picked up a half yard. It'll bring up a 3rd down and short. Clock running 9:10 left here in this first half of play. So the ball right through Laughlin's hands. Booth there to scoop it up and rumble for about a half yard. 3 minutes gone by here in the second period of play. Sean-Claude weaves his way through traffic, dives for the 45. Let's see if they give it to him. And they don't. I'm going to say he's shy of the first down. Wow. So it'll be a 4th down and about a half yard. And, boy, if you're William Dickey, what do you do here? Coaches for Mangum don't like the spot, and I don't blame them. Now we're going to stoppage of play here. And William Dickey, I like this. He's gonna slow things down and have him bring the chains out to measure. Mangum fans not happy with that spot, and I don't blame him. They're going to be short of the first down by about the length of the football. The question will be, and it gives William Dickey a chance to think about whether he wants to try to go for it on 4th in his own territory. So they will stretch the chains eventually. Chain gang having a hard time getting things set. Stretch the chains, and they are short by the length of the football. So it'll be 4th down now. 4th, and however long the football is. And I think if I'm Mangum, I'm going to go ahead and go for it. 8:32 left of the first half of play. And you got to challenge somebody right now. A little surprised if they go shotgun here, but they will. So it'll be Laughlin in the pistol formation. Behind him is Sean-Claude Booth. You're going to ask your big bodies up front to get a crease so Mangum can pick up a first down. See if they go with a hard snap count as well. Laughlin hands it off to Booth. Sean-Claude going to bust it to the outside, gets a block, has the 45, and out to the 50-yard line. Penalty flag going to fly, and I think they're going to get somebody for a block in the back here. Let's see if that is the call. And the block really wasn't necessary. Sean-Claude had the first down, but that's what they're going to call. They're going to call a block in the back here on the edge, I believe. It'll wipe out the first down, and now Mangum will have to punt the football away. Somebody from Mangum voicing their displeasure with that goal. There's a cleaner version of their displeasure. But instead of a first down now, Mangum going to face a 4th down, and we'll call it about 5. And I said they've got to punt the football away, but I don't know about that. I think they're going to call the block in the back as well on Trayvon Dickey. And that, if it is on Dickey, that's a terrible call. Trayvon came down, made the block, had his head in front. The defender turned. You've got to watch that all the way through if you're the official. So if it was on Dickey, that was a terrible call. So it's 4th and long, and Henry will kick it away. Lopez high end-over-end kick, fielded at the 29 by Kyle Edwards. Edwards near side, out to the 40, and he'll get knocked down there. 15-yard return by Kyle Edwards. Making the stop for the Tigers was Fisher Webb. Also got help from Dalen Stacy, but a penalty flag back here at the 39. So a conversation going to occur, and if it's prior to the punt and against Frederick, Mangum may indeed get a chance at a first down. Long conversation going on here, and neither club anywhere near an official. So you get the idea it's going to go against the Bombers. Alan Meyer now with our call as he turns to the home field side, the press box side. And personal foul called on Frederick. And the personal foul was after the kick. So Frederick will retain possession of the football, but they'll mark it on 15 from the end of the run. So should be first down for Frederick at about the 23.5-yard line, and it will be. 7:59 left in the first half of play. Bombers on top 12-0. Mangum thought they had a first down and got waved off with a block in the back. Then they had to punt the football away. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. And again, a bunch backfield with Zachary Matthews now at quarterback. He'll send a man in motion. Matthews, inside handoff to Malachi Newton. Newton right up the middle of the field to the 25, maybe the 26. Good pursuit that time by Mangum. Leading the way for the Tigers, Jerry Skinner, along with Jason Shandy. Good to see Jason back out there. Now give him a gain of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8. 7:35 and running the first half of play. Mangum in a thrilling win last year here at the Bomber Bowl, and they're going to have to get off the collective deck here tonight to do likewise, trailing by a dozen with 7:25 left in the half. Low snap, ball free, rolling around at about the 15, picked up by Matthews. Zachary running for his life, and he'll get hammered back at the 10-yard line. Good pursuit by the Tigers. And Sean-Claude Booth, J.T. Schrum, and Leighton Ketchum all downfield. So a huge loss there. And Matthews did a good job of just coming up with a loose football. So it'll be 3rd down now. 3rd down, and we'll call it 23. The line to make the 33-yard line. Line of scrimmage is the 10. So Mangum, kind of like when you're playing softball, like the Mangum Lady Tigers, got to keep everything in front of you here. Keep everybody in front, make them punt the ball away and get it back with relatively good field position. 7 minutes left here in this first half of play. You do a good job, and you're better looking than Justin as well. Another penalty flag will fly, and I think we're going to get a delay of game now called on the Bombers. Yep, so push them back 5 more yards. And the hole getting a little bit deeper now for Frederick. See if Mangum can take advantage of this. So the line of scrimmage will be the 5. The line to make for a first down, the 33. That's down about 28 yards for a first down. Again, if you're Mangum here, just be smart. Keep everything out in front and no silly penalties. Shotgun formation for Matthews. Zachary right on the goal line, going to hand the ball off on a jet sweep, trying to turn the corner to the outside. That's Kyle Edwards, and Edwards going to cut it back inside, get to the 8, maybe the 9-yard line. Sean-Claude Booth comes all the way down the line to make the tackle. It'll be 4th and forever for Frederick. 6:20 left here in the first half of play. Deanne says, I don't have a forever number in my deal, Barnes. Help me out there a little bit. Line of scrimmage will be the 10, so it's 4th down and 23. 6:05 left in the first half of play. And Mangum should get good field position. Kick on the way. And staying away from it is Brett Perry. And ball will hit at about the 33-yard line. Die at the 34. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. So the short field for the Tigers. See if they can take advantage of it when you and I come back on Classic Hits 97.7.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the Jacey Nippert Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burks provide a comprehensive, full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the Jacey Nippert Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
5:53 left in the first
Mangum
half of
Golden Age
play.
Apartments offers government.
And it is a 12-0 deficit for Mangum. Colton Laughlin rolling here on the near side. Laughlin looking for a block. Little pump fake, and he's going to lose yardage back to about the 42-yard line. Colton Laughlin losing 7 yards on the play. Actually, make it all the way back to the 43. So last scrimmage was the 34, a loss of 9. 2nd and 19 now for Mangum. Colton just got to get rid of that football there. Great athlete. Maybe trying to do a little bit too much there. So the line of scrimmage now, the 43-yard line, and most of the offense has gone in the wrong direction here tonight for the Tigers. They trail 12-0 with 5:10 left in the first half of play. Pistol formation. Laughlin with Booth next to him. 2 wide receivers split to each side. Colton going to hand the ball off to Sean-Claude. He'll pick his way through traffic and make it down to the 41. Pick up a couple and sets up a 3rd down and long now for the Tigers. 3rd and about 16 with 4:50 left here in this first half of play. fans getting restless down below us. That offense is really having a hard time getting on track tonight for Mangum. It's a high-flying offense all of last season, and have shown the ability to put points on the board the last couple of weeks, but have been stymied here tonight. Again, they'll go pistol with Laughlin and Booth. Colton wants to throw. Plenty of time now. Flush from the pocket. Going to roll to the far side. Looks. Throws off the back foot, and that pass incomplete. He just threw it into no man's land. It'll be 4th and long, and boy, what do you do here if you're William Dickey? 4:16 left in the half. 4th and about 16. And you may have to kick this one deep and try to pin Frederick inside the 10-yard line. That'll be the decision made here by the Brain Trust from Mangum. And do I smell Pepe Le Pew in the air? Les skunk, les poux, les So Lopez punting the football away. Henry straight up the old elevator shaft. This one is high. It will hit at the 25 and then bounce forward. What a great roll all the way down to the 11-yard line. So a good job there by Lopez to get that one high, let his club get down there, get underneath the ball, and kill it dead at the 11. Jordan Patrick downfield to make the play for Mangum. 4:09 left of the first half of play. 12-0. Frederick on top. Well, sometimes you got to have some offense to have some, or have some defense to have some offense. And how about a turnover right here? That would be really what the doctor ordered. Play late coming in from the sidelines, but they haven't started the play clock, so no rush for Frederick. Now it starts. 4:08 left of the first half of play. 12-0. Mangum on the short end of the scoreboard. Shotgun formation, and back at quarterback now is Gustavo Gayton. Gayton fakes the throw out in the flat, now wants to go deep on the fly pattern, and the pass is in and out of the hands of the intended wide receiver, but we're going to get pass interference called on Brett Perry. Perry turned the other way and slowed down Diego Reyes. Reyes nearly made the catch anyhow, and if he does, he's going to be gone on the home run. It'll be a pass interference call, though, on Mangum. So, unlike the NFL, it's not a spot foul. You'll simply mark it off 15 yards from the line of scrimmage, and that will give a first down now to Frederick. Take it out of the shadow of their own goalpost, all the way out to the 25. 4:01 left in the first half of play, and it is a 12-0 lead for Frederick. Seems like all the breaks going their way. J.J. Tittle out here on the near side. One-on-one coverage with Trayvon Dickey. See if Gayton wants to throw. No, going to run the football, weaving his way through traffic. That's Malachi Newton. Newton across the 25 out to the 27, 28-yard line. He'll pick up 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 7. Dalen Stacy in on the stop. Got some help as well from Leighton Ketchum. 2nd and 7 now. 3:35 and running here in this first half of play. Again, Mangum really could use a turnover here. Frederick would get the ball to begin the third quarter. Nobody there for the quarterback to hand the ball off, so he'll keep it himself, break a couple of tackles across the 35, out to the 40, 41-yard line, and Trayvon Dickey probably a touchdown-saving tackle there. However, Frederick will move the sticks as they'll pick up the first down out to the 41, stop the clock momentarily while they reset the chains. 3:16 left of the first half of play. It looked like the quarterback, Gustavo Gayton, wanted to hand the ball off to somebody. Nobody there, and so he just took advantage of where the hole was and picked up positive yardage. 1st and 10 from the 41. I formation. Quarterback now is going to be Zachary Matthews. Matthews fakes the toss sweep, going to keep it himself on the run pass option. Gets a block at the 45, has the 50, and across the midfield stripe to the 47-yard line before he is knocked out of bounds by Dalen Stacy. But I see some Don Henley dirty laundry back here at the 46-yard line of Frederick. So the proverbial block in the back, and they will mark it off 10 from the 46. So no first down on the play. Ball going to go back to the 36-yard line. It will be a first down as they'll replay the down. But first and about 16. Dalen Stacy, by the way, took a shot at the end of that play, and he had to come to the sidelines, bent over at the waist. May have been a case of getting the wind knocked out of him. So they give it second down now, and will be second down and 16. Not replaying the down here. I don't know why. Second and 16. Pass out in the flat. Going to be caught by J.J. Tittle, and Tittle going to get smoked at about the 35-yard line. Good coverage out on the screen at that time. Nice job there by Fisher Webb. Play going to be finished off by Jalen Warner. And with 2:25 left here in the first half of play, it will be third down and 15. Line to make the 49 of Mangum. Line of scrimmage, the 36 of Frederick. 2:10 left in the first half of play. Says Mangum has got 3 timeouts left, but they took one in the first half. They can get the football back and have plenty of time to come up with a scoring opportunity. Third down now. Again, wanting to throw the football will be Gustavo Gayton. Does over the middle of the field. First down and more, going to be picked up across the 35-30, down the far sideline to the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, and touchdown! A long run by Ryder Ramirez. Ramirez on the pitch and catch. That will go 64 yards. And with 1:45 left of the first half of play, it is an 18-0 lead for Frederick. So Mangum had the Bombers on the ropes and let them off. And the touchdown run and catch, Ryder Ramirez. Mangum trying to slap the football away from Ramirez instead of tackling, and he just dragged folks into the end zone. Marco Clemente on to try the extra point, the big lineman. Hold is good, the snap is good, and the kick is good. So the 1:45 left of the first half of play. It is a 19-0 ball game. Frederick out in front of Mangum. We're back to the Bomber Bowl after this. Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services. From fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, "Go Tigers."
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Any of you moms and dads out there listening, or grandma and grandpas, and your kids are softball players that are here, get their attention and tell them to come up here and have a conversation with me at halftime. I see Dusty Pence down there, Jacey Nippert. I can't get their attention, mom and dad. Send them a text. Tell them to come on up and talk to me at halftime. The softball team winning the regional earlier today and advancing to the state tournament beginning on Thursday in Shawnee. As I mentioned, Nippert down there. We see Pence, maybe Maddie Lively down there as well. So moms, dads, help me out. Get those kids up here. A little short kick going to be fielded by the up back. And, boy, I tell you what, some wide eyes up there for Trey Carraz. That ball came right to him, and he made the catch and then fell back to the 45-yard line. So Mangum, with 1:44 left in the first half of play, have a short field of only 55 yards and an opportunity. We talked about their offensive ability. They've got a chance now to get some points. A little surprised at that kick there, giving Mangum a short field. And actually, even though Carraz went back to the 45, they're going to give him forward progress where he made the catch at the 47. Well, maybe not. Now the umpire going to go over and talk to the side judge about the spot. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't move this one back, because the catch was made, then he turned and fell back. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Yeah, that's the right thing. He made the catch, admittedly at the 47, but then turned and fell down at the 45. So it's just a 2-yard difference, and really at this point, not that big of a difference. Let's see if Mangum can take advantage of that short field. 1st and 10. Going to throw the screen out here to Warner. Jalen makes the catch and takes it inside Frederick territory down to the 47-yard line. Open field tackle made there by Jonathan Higuera. And a timeout going to be taken by William Dickey. Minute 30 left in the first half of play. Mangum trailing 19-0. Classic Hits 97.7.
Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Courtsview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcast. Listen when you're enjoying ball this fall. Stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Courtsview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Courtsview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
What does it mean to be a Mangum Tiger, you ask? Well, we are one town, one school, and one family. We may be a small town, but we have big dreams and a bright future ahead of us. This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we are so proud to support the Mangum Tigers.
Minute 30 left here in this first half of play, and I was screaming at the top of my lungs trying to get the attention of Jacey Nippert during the timeout. Could not get it done. And now Maddie Lively. Somebody has gotten Lively's attention. Yes. Yes. Lively said, no, I'm not going to come up there. We're going to get somebody to come up here from the softball team and talk to us at halftime. All right, here's the pitch and catch on the near side. Going to get a penalty flag that will fly and another penalty flag that will fly. Going to get offsetting penalties here. Mangum on the carry was Jalen Warner, and Warner picked up the first down to the 42-yard line before he was shoved out of bounds, and then literally some shoving took place there, and we had penalty flags fly against Frederick and fly against Mangum, and these should be offsetting after the fact, so Mangum should get the first down, and the penalties will offset. The players will get their, and they keep track of personal fouls, unsportsmanlike penalty calls now, and that'll be the one thing that'll be marked out here. So following the multiple shoves, personal fouls called against each player, and those will offset. Mangum will get, indeed, the first down to the 42-yard line of Frederick. Minute 25 left in the first half of play. So they finally moved the sticks. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for Mangum. 1:25 left in the first half of play. And the Tigers trying to get on the scoreboard before the end of the first half of play. From the shotgun, Laughlin. Colton wants to throw the football. Does. Screen pass caught by Perry. 35, cuts it back in at the 30. Still on his feet at the 25, and he'll pick up a first down to about the 24-yard line. That'll stop the clock momentarily while they move the chains. So good job of running in the open field by Brett Perry. And Perry will pick up the first down, and now Mangum going to take a timeout. Minute 16 left in the first half of play. 19-0. Tigers on the move. Classic Hits 97.7.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stonecutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
All right, let's give you a game reset now. Mangum trailing 19-0. Minute 16 left in the first half of play. They are out of timeouts. First down and 10. They have the football at the 25-yard line of Frederick. Now, the scoreboard says they're out of timeouts. A minute ago, they had 3, so who knows? From the shotgun, here's Laughlin. Colton gets pressure late. Flushed, comes near side, throws on the run, and the pass is out of bounds, incomplete. 1:09 left in the first half of play. And a second ticked off the clock there. I want you to stay tuned. Coming up at halftime, we have, in no particular order, Maddie Lively, Jacey Nippert, Sarah Rogers, and Dusty Pence, who will join us and talk about the softball squad that won today and won the regional. They're headed to the state tournament coming up next week in Shawnee. It'll be fun talking to those kiddos. Last year we tried to talk to them. They clammed up. They're not going to do it this year. I won't let them. Laughlin rolling out now. 2nd down and 10. Sets, fires. No, pump fake. He's got it at the 30. Throws here on the near side. Pass going to be caught. And all the way down to near the goal line will Mangum go? Clock still running, and it shouldn't be. Pass caught by Leighton Ketchum. Ketchum, not known for his pass-catching ability, but got it free there and picks up the first down. Takes it all the way down to the 1-yard line. It'll be a first and goal from there. No timeouts left for Mangum, but again, 50 seconds left in the first half, and they've got it first and goal at the 1. Laughlin, quarterback sneak, wedges his way in, and touchdown. Colton Laughlin. So with 42 seconds left, 41, they let the clock run an extra second. So with 41 seconds left in the first half of play, Mangum does indeed score. And that'll make it a 19-6 ball game. And I think if you're William Dickey here, you probably go for 2, although Lopez coming out. So Mangum will kick the football on the extra point attempt. And is bringing in the kicking tee from the sidelines will be Fisher Webb. Webb the holder. And we're down to 1 second. And they're going to get a snap off in time. The kick not going to be any good. Boy, that play just doomed from the beginning. So the extra point no good. 41 seconds left of the half. Mangum has scored. It's 19-6, and we're back to the Bomber Bowl after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
Farmers and ranchers need feed or supplies? 4E Feed and Supply in Mangum is farm-owned, so they understand your needs for the farm and ranch. They feature bulk feeds for pickup or they'll deliver. Great brands coupled with fast, friendly service. They have gates and panels, vet supplies, and show feeds too. 4E Feed and Supply supports Greer County school sports and ag activities. 425 East Lincoln in Mangum.
Mangum Tigers get on the scoreboard late in this first half of play. They trail by 13, 19-6, 41 seconds left in the half. Lopez the kickoff, end over end, fielded by the up back, coming here on the near side. And right up the middle of the field, that's Matthews breaking tackles at the 40, still on his feet and spun down at the 44-yard line. The guy who kicked the football, Henry Lopez, makes the tackle. So a good return there for Frederick. They'll have a short field with 32 seconds left in the first half of play. First and 10 at their own 44. Bombers with 2 timeouts left on the board. And again, if you're Mangum, keep everything in front of you. And don't let Ryder Ramirez go wild in the secondary like he did a moment ago. And then 64-yard pitch and catch from quarterback Gustavo Gayton. Zachary Matthews from the shotgun runs the offense this time for the Bombers. Sends a man in motion. Going to fake the handoff. Matthew keeps it himself across the 45. Breaks a tackle. Takes it out to the 49-yard line. Somehow he was able to spin away from Jerry Skinner. Play finished off by J.T. Schramm out to the 49. That'll bring up a second down. Clock still running. I'm surprised Frederick hasn't taken a timeout. Down to 15 seconds. Clock still running. So apparently they're not interested in putting any more points on the board. First half going to come to a close, 19-6. Frederick on top of Mangum. The Bombers will get the ball to begin the second half of play. We're going to take a timeout and come back and talk to some members of the Mangum softball team. 19-6 at the half. Frederick trailing Mangum. Here on Classic Hits 97.7.
The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum is celebrating 80 years in business and 4 decades of Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger graduates. The Castle Insurance Agency has had and will continue to have a long-term commitment to support Mangum students on the field and off the field. For auto, home, farm, bonds, crop, oil field, or commercial insurance, please call or stop by the Castle Insurance Agency, 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum. Call 782-3049. That's 782-3049. The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Well, Mangum getting a touchdown late in that first half, making it a ball game now. 19-6, they trail at the intermission. Mangum will have to kick the football away to begin the third quarter. So a critical touchdown there late in the first half for the Tigers. A 1-yard run by Colton Laughlin after he hit Leighton Ketchum in the flat, and Ketchum took it down to the 1-yard line. Couldn't make the extra point, but again, 19-6 at the intermission. It is Mangum trailing Frederick. Earlier today, we had the Mangum Lady Tigers playing softball at Mangum in the 4A regional, and Mangum ends up winning it. They crushed the opposition 10-3 yesterday. They beat Chelsea in the opening round ball game, and then run-ruled Walters last night 12-2. And then this afternoon, they beat Walters a second time, winning in the in run-rule fashion by a final score of what was it there, Maddie? Tell me the final score.
13-4, I think.
No, you're wrong, but that's okay. That's
what
okay.
Was it?
It was 14-2. Yeah, 14-2. But we'll get it for you. Maddie Lively talking to us now, and Maddie, I don't know if she's suffering the effects of taking that ball off the head a couple of weeks ago, or if she's fully recovered from that. Maddie, first of all, congratulations. What a great feeling this afternoon to win that regional title and go to the state tournament.
Thank you.
Well, and you were instrumental. I mean, you guys, and I've known Coach Carty for a long time, and I know his mentality. And there was a time where he wasn't really happy with you girls this afternoon in that ball game.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Did he say anything that you can share with us, or is it better that you don't talk about that on the radio?
No, he stayed pretty positive today. He just kept telling us, just keep hitting the ball. He told us before the season that even though we weren't hitting at the start of the season, we were going to have our peak. He kept believing in us, and he was right.
Well, I mean, and it's so indicative of his team. I've covered you now the last couple of years, is that you score runs in bunches. I mean, last night, or yesterday afternoon, actually, against Chelsea, you trail at 1.3-2, then you decide to put a 7 spot on the board and win it. Last night in the ball game against Walters, you score 8 runs in the first inning. Today against Walters, you score 13 in the final inning to win that ball game. What is it? I mean, is that hitting thing, is that true? Is it contagious?
Yeah, it is. Once the person in front of you gets a hit, you just try to keep the streak going. And normally that's just, it fires the next person up when the person before you gets a hit. So
tell me about your mindset now. A lot of times you're what they call the designated player, the extra player. So you all your responsibility is to hit the ball. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're sitting on the bench, not part of the action defensively. How do you get your mindset ready to go hit?
I just know that I have a job to do, and when it comes my time, I have to get the job done.
All right. I want to go back to the ball hitting you in the head, not to make fun.
Oh, no.
Scary moment right there, though.
Yes,
I mean,
it was.
You girls, you love to hang out in that dugout all over the place. Got to keep your head on a swivel. Walk me through that process that night when that line drive got you.
I remember like little pieces of it. I didn't ever fully black out, but I just remember I was looking into the outfield watching Kyra. They were moving the outfielders, and I was watching, and I heard heads up, and I just ducked. And if I wouldn't have ducked, I would have probably taken it off my face. So that was a good thing that I did, but it was scary.
A lovely young lady, so we're glad that you didn't take it off your face, and we are glad that you're okay, because it was scary for everybody.
Yes.
You did suffer a concussion.
Yes, I was out for a week.
All right, and tell us about that concussion protocol.
I was just told that I wasn't allowed to do anything for a week, like no physical activity. I had to stay out of the sun and sleep as much as possible.
Wow, that really hurt your feelings, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It was awful.
Teenage girl, I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Dad. I can't do my homework. I got to sleep. All right.
Yeah.
Life is good. Maddie, congratulations, and thanks for joining us here at halftime. She's part of the Lady Tiger softball team headed to the state tournament. I'm going to let you turn the headphones over now to do what now? We
just want to thank you for you do a great job at what you do, and we just want to thank you for just doing what you do for the school. We appreciate it.
Well, and I appreciate that, Maddie, and I will tell you that one of the things that makes my job so easy is because you guys are great kids.
Well,
And you know, I do the child welfare thing all day long, and sometimes I don't see the best side of people. So when I get a chance to spend time with young ladies and young men like out on the football field, makes my job really easy and really enjoyable. So thank you for making it easy for me.
Well, we appreciate you.
You bet. Maddie Lively joining us here at halftime, and she'll hand the microphone over now to Jacey Nippert. Nippert, of course, somebody we know quite well. Her mother, one of those that works with us at Child Welfare, Jill Nippert. And Jacey, first of all, I got to ask you, how's the backside after taking the 2 hit by pitch yesterday?
A little bruised, but gotta do what you gotta do.
So you actually did receive a bruise?
Yes, I really did. It really is a bruise.
So help me with that deal now. You get hit by the pitch, and they say, oh, you can't rub it. All right? You didn't rub it. But how do you convince yourself not to rub it? Because it's got to hurt.
It stings a little. I think running down to first base helps it a little. So
okay, all right.
It wasn't that bad.
How about the mindset of the bottom part of the order? And I talked about it in the game today. In the bottom of the first, in the bottom of the third, numbers 1, 2, and 3 get retired.
Mm-hmm.
In the second inning, bottom part of the order, which you are a part of, kind of gun it, jump-started, picked up that first run of the ball game. And we asked Maddie about it, since she doesn't play in the field most of the time, her mindset of being a hitter only. What about that bottom third of the order? What kind of mindset do you guys have?
Well, we just know that we have a job to do too, just like Maddie does, and we just know that if we get on base, then the top of the lineup is going to do their jobs for us and get us in and get us going.
You talked about getting on base. You guys love to run once you get on base, but you scare the daylights out of me because a lot of times we slide a little bit late.
Yes.
Does Coach Carney get on to you guys about that sliding?
Yes, he does.
I kind of thought maybe he would. What? And help me out. Why is it? It's a thing where you're trying to decide whether I should slide or go in standing up.
Yeah, it's just like a late decision.
Mm-hmm.
I think is our worst thing. You just have to time it out right, and we don't do a very good job at that.
All right. And on the defensive side of things, you guys really, in the 3 games during the regional, played some pretty good defense.
Mm-hmm.
How important is that?
Our defense is really important. We're really good, and if we can just keep them from scoring, we know eventually our bats are going to go and we're going to score and do what we need to do. So we just need to keep them from scoring as much as we can.
I want to ask you about the contagious thing. I mean, when somebody in front of you or behind you gets a base hit and then it's your turn to come up, do you have an extra gear that you go to look for, saying, hey, I don't want to be the one that makes it out here?
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be the first out. You want to keep it going. Like Maddie got a good hit, and I just wanted to keep that energy going and keep everybody pumped up and do what I need to do.
All right, tell me what it was like when that ball went over the fence that Rogers hit.
It was awesome. I honestly called it. I knew she was going to do it. I thought, man, it'd be awesome if she just hit it over right now.
So it was a Babe Ruth call. Do you even know who Babe Ruth was?
Yes.
Okay. You're going to scare me. Jacey, again, delightful to be around you kids, and we appreciate you. And not only are you great softball players, but great students as well. And I know you're involved in the community of Mangum, too. And the community's proud for you to represent them.
Thank you.
All right, Jacey Nippert.
Well, we appreciate you, too. Thank you,
kiddo. One of those on this softball team that will be headed to the state tournament on Thursday. We'll cover it on Classic Hits 97.7. Now we're going to get a young lady that I'm telling you, and I say this all the time, and I don't know if kids still do it, but when I was their age, we had pickup games all the time, and it didn't matter what the game was. I usually found a way to be a captain, and if I was a captain and I got first pick, I would pick somebody like this young lady, Dusty Pence. Now, if I was not getting the first pick and I got the second pick and Pence went to the other team, I would absolutely hate her. You're just one of those that if you're on my team, I love you. If you're on the other team, ooh, I want to put my foot right in the middle of your backside. Dusty, good to have you alongside, and congratulations. What a great tournament.
Thank you.
A lot of fun.
Yes, definitely.
Tell me about the switch now. You and Kyra flip-flopping. Most of the season, you batted second. Kyra batted leadoff, but Coach Carney switched that yesterday.
Yep.
What was that like for you, being the leadoff hitter?
Well, I had hit leadoff some at the start of the season, and then he had switched it. It started working with Kyra at leadoff, and I don't know. I guess he just thought maybe we'd have more success with me at leadoff the last 2.
Do you have a different mindset when you're the leadoff hitter as opposed to being number 2 in the lineup?
Yeah, you just definitely have to get on base. It's more about getting on base than it is moving runners when you're leadoff.
So you got to get on base. However, Okay, if you're the second place hitter, then you got to move those.
Yep.
Okay, all right. How about the defense? And I talked a little bit about it there with Jacey a minute ago, but the defense, very important. Is you gave up, 3 runs against Chelsea, 2 runs 2 different times against Walters, and those were runs that they earned. It wasn't the defense giving things away.
Yes, defense definitely wins the games. You can keep them from scoring, and as long as you can score more than them, obviously you'll win. But
well, I tell you what, you're going to be a sportscaster someday because you're pulling out all the great cliches out there. If we score more than them, we're going to win. I like that, Dusty. In fact, during the state tournament beginning on Thursday, I think I'm going to use it, and I'm going to give you full credit for it. In all seriousness, you are the prototype for a shortstop when it comes to softball. Is that a position you've always played?
yes, for the most part.
Okay. And tell me and we'll have your second baseman counterpart here in a minute, turning that double play. And we've seen several of them. The pitcher's best friend, the 6 to 4 to 3. Tell me how often.
We work on it basically once a week when we take infield, and we go through each get 3 ground balls apiece to work on it. So we do pretty often.
And you and Sarah, of course, been together for a long time, so that timing thing there, you've got it down to a science.
Yes.
All right. So we asked Jacey about it. We'll ask you. Didn't get to ask Maddie. Forgot about it. We were too worried about her head. The home run, when it goes over the fence, going into the inning that you're one way or the other, you're probably going to advance to the state tournament. But then the finality of it, when the ball goes over the fence, tell me what that's like. I'm not good with words. Hang on, let me think of something. I don't know. It was good. Well, tell me what you were feeling.
Definitely excitement, I guess.
Yeah.
But it made it better how it ended, definitely.
Okay. The idea of, and I talked about it during the ball game, you guys, the top 3 hitters in the lineup, you go 0 for 6 the first 2 times around, retired in order. But it seemed like as the afternoon wore on, you began to figure out their pitcher a little bit. It took you some time to adjust. Ford is a good pitcher. She's a good athlete. Was that part of what was going on with you guys?
Yes, I think so. Sometimes we have trouble getting in the swing of hitting. We start off slow, but...
And it's because the velocity. I mean, I think yesterday the pitcher for Chelsea threw a lot softer than what you guys were used to, and it took a little time to get that timing down.
Yes, that is one thing we need to work on, is we do not adjust to slow pitchers very well at all.
So who do you want to face in the first? We know Dale is out there. We know that Dale is looming. Would you like to face them on Thursday or wait till a championship game on Saturday?
Probably wait till the championship game.
Okay, all right. We know Dale's in. We know you're in. Do we know of anybody else who's qualified?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I've come to the right person in asking you. I appreciate that. Dusty, I tell you what, I'm sincere when I say this. You are just a fun kid, and I love everything that you do. You're ornery. You probably give mom and dad all kinds of fits.
Never.
Oh,
never.
Yeah, I know better than that. Young lady. But you're a delight. Thank you for joining us here at halftime.
Thank you.
Dusty Pence, the shortstop for the Mangum Lady Tigers softball team, headed to the state tournament. And now Sarah Rogers joins us. And we picked Sarah last because she hits the 3-run home run, the walk-off home run, to win it for Mangum as the run rule comes into play. When you hit it, did you know it was gone?
No, I didn't. I just thought it was a pop-up.
Well, it wasn't a pop-up. It got out of the ballpark. Yeah. Running those bases, people going nuts. What's going on in your mind?
Well, I'm just excited.
Like you are now, I suppose.
Yeah.
But tell me what you're thinking, though. I mean, give us if you can, describe to us what that is like. Because we're all going bonkers, but you're the one who's hit the ball. You're the one that's running the bases. What's going on? What are you hearing?
I just hear all my teammates cheering and stuff, and I get excited. I'm just ready to go join them.
Okay. So. Did you ever worry about missing a base as you were going around because you were too excited?
No, I wasn't really thinking about it.
Okay. They mobbed you when you got to home plate. I mean, everybody was all over you. Biggest home run you've ever hit in your career?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. How about your defense? And you have just been phenomenal at second base all year long. Talked about the timing between you and Dusty there, turning those double plays, and your ability to go get balls in shallow right field and stuff. You obviously put a lot of effort into that defensive side of the game.
Yeah, I do.
Tell us about it.
I don't know.
See, you're a victim here because all my kids' child welfare, I'll go check on them and say, how you doing? They'll say, good. Well, what does good mean? So tell me about some of the practice techniques that you have, some of the routines that you go through.
When we take ground balls and stuff, me and Dusty play catch, and then when we take ground balls, I'm just trying to work on things that I need to get better at.
Okay. Well, what do you need to get better at? I'm curious about that.
Sometimes my fielding can get a little bit shaky, but I just know the next play is going to come.
And your teammates are giving you a little bit of a hard time saying that you tend to backhand the ball every once in a while.
Yeah.
Well, that's easy to do, but and yesterday Victoria Gerald's backhanded the ball at third base. Looked kind of cumbersome for her, but she threw the runner out. And Richard Carney was having a little bit of a conversation in her ear, but my response was, hey, Coach, guess what? I threw her out, made the play. I'll get it, with the underhand next time. So sometimes you just have to do what you do. All right. So I know you probably may not follow Major League Baseball like Deanne and I do. Kansas City Royals are our favorite team. Our favorite player is Salvador Perez. He's the catcher for the Royals. And at the end of ball games, when the Royals win and there's been a big play, he gets the Salvi splash. He gets out the bucket and he throws it. You got a Salvi splash earlier today. Tell me about that.
It was Coach Hussey just came up right behind me and got me.
Now, were you one of those that he got with the full igloo bucket, or was it just the bottled water that he got you with?
He got me really good with that bottled water. He barely missed me with that big igloo.
And Coach Hussey was like a kid in a candy store. I was watching him, man. He was looking for anything that was liquid that he could throw on folks. How hard is it going to be between now and Thursday for you to not just say, come on, Thursday, get here.
It'll be hard. We're all definitely really excited. It's just, you got to stay focused and work on the things we need to get better at.
And I would guess that you would probably follow a routine. So what does a routine look like for you? Say, for instance, on a weekend. What do you guys do for the rest of the weekend and getting ready for Thursday?
Well, we'll probably go hit tomorrow, and then we'll have practice Sunday night, and then just practice until Thursday.
All right. Well, congratulations. How cool is that? The walk-off home run to put the team into the state tournament. You ever dream about that as a little girl?
Yeah, sometimes.
Nice dream come true. Congratulations to you. Sarah Rogers, that 3-run shot to end the ball game in run rule fashion as Mangum advances to the state softball tournament. Here at the half, it's 19-6. Tiger football team trailing Frederick. We'll come back for the second half. It's been brought to you by our good friends over there at Bratton Drug. I know Bratton Drug likes all you kiddos as well. And we're back to the Bomber Bowl after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
When it comes to getting your prescriptions filled quickly, just have your doctor send them to Bratton Drug in Mangum or Granite Drug in Granite, where competent and friendly pharmacists will quickly fill them correctly. Bratton Drug and Granite Drug are hometown, locally owned pharmacies, and they know you have a choice when it comes to a pharmacy, so they appreciate your business, and they're proud to serve you. That's Bratton Drug in Mangum and Granite Drug in Granite.
Buy your Mangum Tiger Spirit clothing from locally owned CJ's Tiger Specialty Shop, where you'll find the best selection, quality, and the lowest prices. Greer County items, too. They'll design something especially for your group. CJ's is your one-stop Mangum School Spirit Shop, 1 block south of the high school, Mangum, Oklahoma.
There's only one place for the best selection of items for Mangum's homecoming. It's Flowers Unlimited at 113 South Oklahoma. Your choices include 7 different mums starting at $18.95, 4 different garters starting at $12.95, several kinds of noisemakers including the popular cowbell, lighted pom-poms, lighted jewelry, and candy snack packs. It's Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, go Mangum Tigers.
Our halftime brought to us by Brett and Drug. And in typical fashion for the Mangum Lady Tigers softball team, we shook their hands, wished them well as the commercials were playing. And the last was Jacey Nippert. Nippert says, well, I don't know if I want to shake your hand or not. I've been holding Sarah's gum for hers. And the best part of it is Sarah took the gum back from Jacey and put it right back in her mouth. You got to love these kiddos. Halftime score, 19-6. Mangum trailing Frederick. Our halftime brought to you by Bratton Drug. And we're back to the Bomber Bowl for the second half after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Well, as she normally does, Deanne astutely pointing out that those four young ladies who joined us at halftime are all seniors and getting ready to play in the state softball tournament beginning on Thursday at the Fire Lake Complex over in Shawnee. And, of course, Classic Hits 97.7 will be there. Halftime been brought to you by Bratton Drug. Stick and stay. The second half is coming up. Mangum trailing 19-6. We're at the Bomber Bowl on Classic Hits 97.7.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night, or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there.
Well, we enjoyed our visit with the Mangum Lady Tigers. Normally we'd give you some scores at halftime, keep ourselves occupied. And we've got one right now. Sharif Flores letting us know that the Tipton Tigers were big winners tonight over Thackerville, 48-0. The final score there is one day she is going to believe what I say. And then, of course, Sharif Flores, she said, oh, Barnes, I'm worried about the game tonight. And I said, you shouldn't be. So 48-0, Tipton wins it. And they probably are on their way here, kind of like they were last year, to come check out the Mangum ball game, and actually gave a spark to the Tigers in the second half when they had to come from behind and win. Frederick will get the ball to begin the second half of play. They'll receive on the right end of your listening device. They put 12 minutes up on the clock, and we're about ready to get this one underway. The third quarter brought to you by 330 Dental there in Mangum. Appreciate them. So Lopez kicks the football away. Line drive going to be fielded by the upback. That's Matthews. He'll take it to the 30, 35. Avoids a tackle. Has the 40. Still on his feet at the 45. And finally going to be dropped at about the 48-yard line. So a 38-yard return there. And a host of tackles. Bernard Bailey in on this time. Got some help as well from Trayvon Dickey. Also making the play, Devin Halley. But again, a nice return there. So it'll be 1st and 10 now with 11:49 left in the third period of play. Ball setting at the 47-yard line of Frederick. So they've got great field position. They enjoyed that all night long. Thank you, Lionel Richie. From the shotgun, little spin move and a pass attempt for Galen. And pass is caught, but nowhere to go with the football is Malachi Newton. Good defense there by Sean-Claude Booth. Booth getting credit for the tackle. J.T. Shrum there as well. It looked like maybe the receiver on the play, Newton, complaining to the official that he got hit in the head. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. A lot of razzle and dazzle in that one. And nothing doing. So second down and 10, ball at the 47-yard line of Frederick. They lead 19-6. Underneath center this time will go Gayton. Gayton, toss sweep, right side, trying to turn the corner. Diego Reyes. Reyes across the 50, 45-40, 35-30. He's down to the 25, 10, 5, and tackled from behind at about the 4-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle there by Brett Perry. So Perry able to chase him down from behind. As getting his ankle rolled up on the end of the play was Diego Reyes. So Reyes broke a tackle at the line of scrimmage, bounced it to the outside, and just raced everybody down the far sideline. Brett Perry was able to bring him down from behind. An entry timeout taken here for Reyes. It'll be first and goal for Frederick. And you and I come back after this. Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Well, the play continues now, even though Matthews is on the far side writhing in pain. Here's Malachi Newton taking his place. Tailback this time will be Kyle Edwards. First and goal, ball at the 2-yard line. They'll hand it off to Edwards, and Edwards ducks inside. Didn't make the end zone, or did he? Nope, he didn't. Stopped just short of the goal line. And the big body in there stopping him was Jerry Skinner. So it'll be second and goal. The ball inside the 1 with 10:25 left here in this third period of play. Now we're going to get a stoppage of play. And they're going to make J.T. Schrum leave the field. So Schrum will leave the field, and taking his place will be Jason Shandy. And apparently blood on Schrum's arm, and that's why he has to come off the field. He's got blood, and that's what it is. He had to get him covered up. So second and goal from the 1-yard line. Direct snap to the quarterback, weaving his way through traffic and into the end zone for the score, Gustavo Gayton. He goes in untouched, and with 10-12 left here in the third period of play, Frederick has answered, and they lead at 25-6. Extra point attempt now from Marco Clemente. Clemente, 1 of 2, kicking extra points. Marco got a 70 on his jersey, so you can get a body type right there, not your typical kicker. Line drive kick, though, is up, and it is good. And with 10-12 left here in the third period of play, it's now a 20-point lead, 26 on the board for Frederick, 6 for Mangum. And we're back to the Bomber Bowl after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum is Tiger proud. When you need a reliable used vehicle, just visit Jamie's Auto Sales at 129 North Louis Tittle Avenue in Mangum. Owner Jamie Turner has many years of experience in the auto sales business. Jamie or Lacey Del Tepper will help arrange financing through area banks and credit unions. Get a good vehicle and save money at Jamie's Auto in Mangum.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the Jacey Nippert Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Louis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burks provide a comprehensive, full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the Jacey Nippert Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
Classic Hits 97.7 back here in the Frederick, and the Bombers now on top, 26-6. I'm Michael in the morning, my sidekick, better half. Deanne is here, running the clock, running the camera, keeping score. Wheezy wanted to come along, but she wasn't allowed. A little too spastic for outdoor activity with this many people. So Frederick marches down the field in just a minute and 48 seconds, and they answer the score of Mangum late in that first half of play and reestablished a 20-point lead, 26-6, 10-12 left here in this third quarter. And Frederick set to kick the ball away. That'll be Zachary Matthews. Matthews, little end-over-end kick out into no man's land, and it's picked up by Bernard Bailey. Bailey will backtrack, go to the 20, looks for a block, turns it to the outside, has it to the 24, maybe the 25-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 24. It'll be first and 10 from there. Good job by Bailey to go get that one in no man's land. If he doesn't pick that up, remember on a kickoff, it's a live ball. So Bernard picks it up and gets some positive yardage out of the play. It'll be first and 10 now for Mangum. 10:03 left here in this third quarter of play. Tigers finally moved the ball late in that first half. It struggled prior to it. Leighton Ketchum, a big catch out in the flat, picked up about 25 yards. Little toss here on the near side. Brett trying to turn the corner. Does. He's got the 25 out to the 27, 28-yard line. Undercut out in the open field. Good tackle by Zachary Matthews. But a nice run for Brett Perry. As Perry will pick up 3, and now they'll give him 4 all the way out to the 28. So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 6. So Perry turns the corner, picks up positive yardage. 9:30 in the clock running here in the third quarter, brought to you by 333 Dental there in Mangum. Keeping it right up the middle of the field, Colton Laughlin breaking tackles across the 40, out to the 44-yard line. He'll pick up a first down. Run pass option there. Laughlin kept it right up the middle, got a big block on that right side from Skinner and Schrum, and picked up the first down. So Mangum beginning to poke holes in that defense for Frederick. Matthews, by the way, in on the stop for the Bombers. 1st and 10, ball at the 44 of Mangum. A little toss here on the near side to Perry. Brett going to cut it back inside. 45, out to the 50 with a stiff arm, and then he'll retreat a yard and get tackled at the 49-yard line, but positive yardage nonetheless. A pickup of nearly 5. That'll bring up a 2nd down, short 6, long 5 for Mangum. With 3 minutes gone by here in this third quarter of play, going to go up-tempo now. And why not? Split out here on the near side, Jalen Warner. There's my dad. Sean-Claude Booth with the run over on the right side. And he'll take it down into Frederick territory. And gets 4 on the play. Sets up a 3rd down and about 1.5 yards. Dad will catch you later on, buddy. We're doing a football game in Frederick. Thanks. I love live radio, don't you? 3rd down and about 1 yard. Again, they'll go to Perry. Gets a block on the edge. Has the 45-40. And knocked down at about the 37-yard line. But the back judge going to throw a penalty flag. And I think they're going to get an illegal block in the back again called against Mangum. So for the 2nd time tonight, Mangum picking up a 1st down that has been nullified for a block in the back. The penalty flag at the 44. I'll take it back 10. And it'll set up a 2nd down. And we'll call it 5. Well, we'll call it 6. It's 3rd down. All right, 3rd down and 6. 8:10 left here in the third period of play. But again, down by 20. This may be 4-down territory. And now Dad's calling Deanne. Roll out here on the near side. Laughlin throws. Pass caught. Warner. Jalen with the first down and more as he bowls over a would-be tackler down to the 41-yard line. Getting pancaked right there. Zachary Matthews. So the first down picked up by Jalen Warner. He'll take it down to the 41-yard line of Frederick. First down for the Tigers with 7:55 left here in the third. Shotgun formation now for Laughlin. 3 wide receivers here on the near side. Booth going to go in motion. Colton going to keep it himself. He's got the 40, breaks a tackle, takes it to the 35, pushes the pile, still on his feet, down to the 32-yard line. Hard running by Colton Laughlin. Well, a great job of spreading out the defense there. You got 3 wide receivers here on the near side, and then send Booth in motion to the far side, and Laughlin just takes it right up the middle of the field. So Colton will pick up 8 on the carry, brings up a 2nd down and 2. Up tempo again for Mangum. Down 26-6 here in the third. Laughlin tosses it here to Perry. Brett looks for a block, gets it. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He cuts inside at the 5, still on his feet, and tackled from behind at about the 3-yard line. So Brett Perry gets that block on the edge that time, and nobody got called for a push in the back, and Mangum will have it 1st and goal at about the, they'll call it the 3-yard line. Closer to the 4, but it's 1st and goal nonetheless. Pistol formation. To the right is Booth. He'll get the handoff from Laughlin, picks his way through traffic, and Sean-Claude will take it down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal from there. 6:55 left here in this third period of play. And again, Mangum up tempo, trying to push this one into the end zone. Colton going to go underneath center, quarterback sneak on the quick count, and he pushes the pile forward and goes into the end zone for the score. Do we get the official? Yes, we do. Alan Meyer says touchdown. So the quarterback sneak from 2 yards away by Colton Laughlin has made it a 26-12 ball game with 6:36 left in the third period of play. And it looks like Mangum will try to kick the extra point, and instead of Lopez, it'll be Jalen Warner to do the honors. The holder will be Fisher Webb. 6:36 left here in the third. Mangum late in getting a player out on the field. Warner straight on kicker. Webb, the hold, the snap, the kick, and it's all good. And with 6:36 left in period number 3, Mangum has cut it in half, 26-13. Tigers trailing the Bombers here on Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offers government-sponsored apartments for persons 62 and older and people with Social Security. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi, and cable is just $5. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brandy at 782-2452 for more information. 782-2452. The Mangum Golden Age Apartments.
Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services. From fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, "Go Tigers."
And the Tigers went down the field there, picked up their second touchdown of the night, an extra point kicked by Jalen Warner after the 2-yard quarterback sneak from Colton Laughlin. Mangum trailing 26-13. Lopez not hurt, as he will kick the football away here from the tee. So now it's up to the defense. They have had difficulty stopping Frederick here tonight. Lopez to kick the football away. High end over end kick. It will hit at the 15. Going to be picked up there by Matthews. Matthews breaks the outside, has the 30, 35, gets a block at the 40, 45 across the midfield stripe, still on his feet, and all the way down to the Mangum 44-yard line. Making the tackle for the Tigers was Corbin McGill. But again, Mangum doing a lot of trying to tackle the football instead of the player. Michael Wybera down there as well for the Tigers. But again, a lengthy return for Frederick. One of the issues, too, is the kick not quite as high as it needs to be. Boy, look at Maddie down there. She's something else, isn't she? Fearless young lady. 1st and 10 now. Frederick with the football. Toss sweep right side. Trying to turn the corner. Diego Reyes. Reyes to the 40. Down to the 39-yard line. And he'll pick up positive yardage there. Tackle out on the edge made by one of the big uglies. That was Jason Shandy with the stop. And they said that Reyes was down at the 40, so a minimal gain there. Give him 4 on the carry. It'll be 2nd down and 6. And Maddie, no shoes on. That child never wears shoes. Katie and Richard have got a long teenage time with that girl. Oh, yeah, no socks as well. Inside handoff here. A little jump step inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line. And that's Kyle Edwards with the carry. Edwards stopped on the play again by Shandy, also in on the stop for Mangum. It will be Jerry Skinner. So a gain of a couple on the play sets up a 3rd down and 2. Ball setting at the 36-yard line of Mangum. Line to make the 34. And you would think for Frederick this would be 4-down territory. Go with that again, that 4-back look from the shotgun. Going to hand it off to the big back and taking it inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line before he is dropped by a host of tacklers. Will be Kamantri Wright. So Wright will pick up the 1st down. A lot of white shirts there, but it takes a bunch to tackle that young man. He'll pick up the 1st down at the 30-yard line. 4:56 left here in the 3rd quarter of play. Mangum trailing 26-13 and trying to stop Frederick on the offensive side. And it's getting a little bit late to trade punches here and trade scores. And Mangum going to have to get a defensive stop. Now back in at quarterback, Gustavo Gayton. Gayton underneath center. Fakes the toss sweep, wants to throw the football. Got a man open. Pass is knocked away at the last minute. Great job by Jalen Warner to make up lost ground and slap that football away from Ryder Ramirez. Ramirez had gotten behind the secondary, but the ball had a little bit of air underneath it. Gayton didn't throw that one on the line, and it gave Warner a chance to make up ground and go get it and knock it away. Good play by Jalen. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. 4:31 left here in the third quarter of play. Mangum returns to the friendly confines next Friday night, and I believe the schedule says they take on the Bearcats of Hobart. 2nd down and 10. Toss sweep near side, trying to turn the corner, getting it done. Kyle Edwards. Edwards at the 30, and then he's met at the 28-yard line by Leighton Ketchum. Ketchum getting help from J.T. Schrum and some extracurricular at the end of that ball carry. Getting a little bit tested. You remember it did last year as well. No love lost here. Substitution now into the ballgame for the Tigers. Corbin McGill. McGill going to come in and spell J.T. Schrum. Schrum going both ways on that line, getting a little bit gassed here. 3:50 left in the third. Brought to you by 333 Dental of Mangum. Toss sweep, right side. Kyle Edwards turns the corner, has the 20. First down the far sideline. Edwards inside the 15 to the 10. Shoved out of bounds there. Going to get another penalty flag. And this one, I think, going to come back as we've got the flag at the 19 and got a couple of flags, actually. So 2 different penalties on the play. Going to get at least 1 block of the back and possibly a holding call as well. Maybe that wasn't a flag bet there at 22. Maybe that was just a towel. Oh, no, the penalty going to go against Mangum. Personal foul penalty against the Tigers. Wow. And they call that a blindside hit. You hear them talk about it in the NFL a lot, about the defenseless player. And it used to be, boy, and you had somebody that had their head turned and you got your head and shoulders out in front. You could light them up like a Christmas tree, but they have taken that out of the game of football. Timeout going to be taken here. 3:36 left in the third. Mangum trails 26-13 and Frederick on the march. Classic Hits 97.7.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Courtsview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcast. Listen when you're enjoying ball this fall. Stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Courtsview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Courtsview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
Well, apparently that was an official's timeout because neither has taken one off the board. But after the personal foul blindside hit call there, line of scrimmage looks like it'll be the 5-yard line. It'll be first and goal from there. Jean-Claude Booth having a conversation with one of the officials, getting a clarification of the call. Mangum had not had a turnover all night long, and boy, what an opportune time for one here. Trailing 26-13, 3:36 left here in the third. First and goal for Frederick. They've got the ball to the 5-yard line. Deep handoff to the big back and into the end zone will go. Camontre right, but this one will come back. I said a moment ago I thought there was going to be a block in the back or a hold. This time there will be a holding call. Right in the middle of the field. That's an easy one to get there. So holding will be the call against Frederick. March it off 10 yards. And take the touchdown off the board. That's a spot foul. The hold was at the 5. They'll take it back out to the 15. So see if Mangum can at least take advantage of that break there. Didn't get a turnover, but the penalty takes a touchdown off the board. See what you can do here. Offense is beginning to show signs of life late in that first half of play and then to begin the third period. But again, you can't trade touchdowns at this point. Down by 13. We go again to Young, and Comantre gets hit at about the 11-yard line. Stopped there. A pickup of 4. That'll bring up a second down and goal. Remember, this is a goal-to-goal situation for Frederick. They cannot pick up a first down. Clock running with 3:10 left here in the third. Skinner on the stop for Mangum. JJ getting help as well from Cade Hernandez. So it'll be second down now from the 13. Second and goal from there. They gave Young 2 yards on the carry, or Wright rather, 2 yards on the carry. Go I formation here. Underneath center, Gayton. He'll turn, toss sweep, near side, gives it up to Reyes. Diego looking for blockers, not going to get anybody. He'll pick up a couple down to about the 10. Good pursuit on the backside that time by Mangum. As coming down the line, Corbin McGill along with Cade Hernandez. And they will call it third and goal from about the 11. 2:20 left here in the third. Our third quarter brought to us by 333 Dental. So it will be third and goal from the 11. 2:10 left here in this third frame. Mangum down 26-13. See if they can take advantage of that holding call. And took a touchdown off the board for the Bombers. I formation for Frederick. Toss sweep, right side. Trying to turn the corner. Diego Reyes. Reyes into the end zone. He will score, but again, a penalty flag will fly at about the 5-yard line. And we're going to get another hold, and we're going to get a second touchdown waved off here. Looked like that call was going to go on the running back, Malachi Newton. Mangum had somebody in pursuit. Not sure if it wasn't McGill, and he just kind of disappeared. Got tackled. So another holding call. And again, the ball going to go back to the 15-yard line. It'll be third and goal from there. So on this drive, Frederick has punched it in 2 different times, only to have those touchdowns taken off the board, courtesy of a holding call. Minute 50 and running here in this third quarter. 26-13. Third and goal from the 15-yard line. Play clock down to 10. Frederick in no hurry to get this one off. Underneath center will go quarterback Gustavo Gayton. Play clock at 4. Gayton gets it off at 1. Wants to throw, drops back, has time. Now flush from the pocket. He'll try to run for it, and Layton Ketchum says, "Not so fast, my friend," as he'll knock down the quarterback at about the 11-yard line. So it'll be fourth and goal from there, and it looks like the kicking unit going to come on now for Frederick. 70 seconds left here in the third period of play. The place kicker, Marco Clemente. 2 of 3 on extra point tries. He's going to try a field goal here of about 30 yards. So the big fella, Marco Clemente, will try one from 30 yards away. Straight on kicker. Snap is low, put down. The kick is low, but it is wide left. So the low snap kind of doomed that one from the beginning. Bernard Bailey flashing in late as well. And Mangum will get it back on downs, trailing 26-13 with 41 seconds left here in the third.
What does it mean to be a Mangum Tiger, you ask? Well, we are one town, one school, and one family. We may be a small town, but we have big dreams and a bright future ahead of us. This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we are so proud to support the Mangum Tigers.
Folks in Mangum know what to do.
It is a 26-13 ball game. Mangum will have it first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And now Alan Meyer pointing at people. Well, who he's pointing at is the guys who keep the down marker. Got caught napping there. So it'll be first and 10 from the 20-yard line, and that's kind of embarrassing if you're the guy doing the yard marker, getting called out there. Yeah, just one job's all you had. First down carry here. Laughlin turns the corner. Colton to the 20. That is the original line of scrimmage. Maybe a half yard on the play. Gets his helmet nearly ripped off his head. And that'll bring up a second down, 9.5. So the student body left that time, or right rather, for Mangum. Doesn't net a whole lot. 20 seconds left here in the third quarter of play. Mangum in that hurry-up offense. Colton still having a conversation with Alan Myers saying, man, did you not see how my head looked inside my helmet when I got up off the field? Play going to come in from Henry Lopez from the sidelines, but I don't think Mangum's going to get a play off, and they won't. The period will come to an end. 26-13, we go to the fourth. Mangum down by 13, and we're back for the final 12 after this on Classic Hits 97.7. 97.7. All right then.
Work to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stone cutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Well, I have no idea what Mattingly Carney is going to grow up to be, but I tell you what, whatever she is, she's going to be the boss. That kid is something else. We were watching during the time out, and she's out there dancing with cheerleaders, do a little jump around, and she's got it pretty good. And she has to have the toughest feet in the world. It's unbelievable. I think that kid could walk through the briar patch and it wouldn't bother her a bit. All right, here we go to the fourth quarter now. Mangum trailing 26-13. Fourth quarter, as always, brought to us by Great Plains Bank. It'll be second down and 9 for Mangum. Shotgun formation. Laughlin wants to throw. Flush from the pocket. Gets a block. Now sets. Fires deep. Looking for Perry. Brett with the catch at the 40. The 30. The 20. The 10. 5. Touchdown, Mangum. Oh, what a play. Penalty flag back here at the 42-yard line. If Perry doesn't make the catch, you get defensive pass interference. Mangum will decline the penalty, take the score. We got a dandy going on here at the Bomber Bowl. What a catch by Perry. Talk about fingertips. Boy, he got it done there. And Colton Laughlin, and again, he's a guy that he's going to take an opportunity. He is a gunslinger without a doubt. Laughlin, again, throwing off the back foot, middle of the field, and simply trusting his wide receiver, Brett Perry, to make a play for him, and Brett did just that. So the pitch and catch, how about this? 79 yards, and Mangum now trailing 26-19. They'll go for 2 here. Lopez and Warner getting some last-second instructions from Colton Laughlin. And Laughlin now going to split out here on the near side. Boy, confusion reigns, and Mangum going to have to take a timeout here. 11:44 left in the ball game. 26-19. Tigers go for 2 after this. Classic Hits 97.7.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
All right, let's give you a game reset now. 11:44 left in the ball game. Mangum trailing 26-19. Going to try for 2 here. 2 timeouts left now because Mangum had to take one there. Confusion on that 2-point conversion. 3 timeouts left on the board for Frederick. Bombers shot themselves in the foot the last time they had the ball. They scored touchdowns twice on a drive that were nullified because of illegal blocks in the back, and eventually tried a field goal from 30 yards that came up short. Mangum countering with a 79-yard pitch and catch from Colton Laughlin to Brett Perry, and now they go for 2. Fourth quarter brought to us by Great Plains Bank. We appreciate the folks at Great Plains Bank. So they'll go with the Brett Perry look at quarterback now. Perry wants to throw, does, lobs, corner of the end zone, intended for Laughlin, and the pass is incomplete. But Mangum back in the ball game. They trail by 7, 26-19. Mangum and Frederick had a good one on Classic Hits 97.7.
Farmers and ranchers need feed or supplies? 4E Feed and Supply in Mangum is farm-owned, so they understand your needs for the farm and ranch. They feature bulk feeds for pickup or they'll deliver. Great brands coupled with fast, friendly service. They have gates and panels, vet supplies, and show feeds too. 4E Feed and Supply supports Greer County school sports and ag activities. 425 East Lincoln in Mangum.
Back in the Bomber Bowl, 11:44 left in the ball game, 26-19. Mangum down by 7. And I wonder, I just now noticed, Deanne, you probably did it earlier, but the kids are down there with wooden spoons and pans. And I wonder if their parents know that they brought those to the ball game tonight. They've made their own noisemakers. And Jacey Nippert down there with a frying pan and a wooden spoon. I'd love to ask Jill if Jacey actually knows how to use that in the kitchen rather than as a prop at the football field. See if Mangum can't get some defense here now. They have struggled on kick returns. Lopez to kick the football away. Here on the near side, Zachary Matthews. And up top for Frederick, Kyle Edwards. Ball falls off the tee. And Lopez will reset. So Brett Perry, the 79-yard catch on the pass from Colton Laughlin. Played quarterback on that 2-point conversion, but couldn't complete the pass in the corner to Laughlin. And it's 26-19. Low line drive kick, fielded by the up back at the 25. He's got the 30, spin move at the 35. And it's Ashton Perry, and Perry will take it out to about the 38-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. In on the stop for Mangum, Jalen Warner also got some help from Corbin McGill. So 11:35 left in the ball game. Mangum got a stop defensively a moment ago, but it was more because of miscues on the part of Frederick. See what we got here. Penalty flag, I guess, flew. And Alan Meyer going to have a conversation with the coaching staff from Frederick. To be honest with you, I don't know what happened there. Maybe we got an inadvertent whistle. The only thing I can figure, because there's no laundry on the field. See if we can sort this one out. And they will move the football back to the 35-yard line. So apparently they said that the up back, Ashton Perry, touched a knee when he made that spin move at the 35. The play continued. Picked up about 3 more yards, but I think that is the call. Perry, when he spun, that knee touched the ground at about the 35. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Frederick. They'll send a man in motion. Fake the handoff to him. Big hole right up the middle of the field and all the way out to the 40-yard line. Will go the tailback. And on the carry, that's Malachi Newton. Tackled from behind by Jalen Warner, but a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Back into the ballgame now, Jerry Skinner. Skinner will relieve JT Schrum. With Schrum, you get a little bit of more quickness. With Jerry, you just get a big, wide, strong body. Alternating quarterbacks most of the night, and Galvin back in there. He'll fake the handoff and now give it to the tailback. Boy, I tell you what, running hard, Malachi Newton. Newton will take it out near the 1st down marker to the 45. Dragged down from behind by, I said this, in on the stop for the Tigers. Jerry Skinner, it was Skinner. All right. So Skinner in on the stop, and 1st down will be picked up out to the 45-yard line. Right now the Bombers trying to play keep away, ahead by 7 with 10:45 left of the ball game. Split out here on the near side, Jonathan Higuera. It has been a while since Gustavo Gayton and company put the ball in the air. 1st down carry. He'll give it to his tailback, Diego Reyes, and Reyes going to get dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Great play there by Leighton Ketchum. Ketchum got help as well by Corbin McGill, and a loss on the play of a couple back to the 43-yard line. That'll set up a 2nd down and a dozen. Great open field tackle there because it looked like for a moment Reyes was going to be able to turn the corner and have some space. So 2nd down and 12. 2 minutes have evaporated here in the fourth. Fourth quarter brought to us by Great Plains Bank. Higuera here on the near side. We'll run a toss sweep this way, and again trying to turn the corner. That's Reyes, and Reyes maybe back to the original line of scrimmage and no more. And again, a great open field tackle, this time by the linebacker Jean-Claude Booth. So it'll be 3rd down and long, about 10.5 for Frederick. The Bombers have been dangerous, though, on 3rd and 4th and long. They have picked it up a couple of times, and so Mangum now, biggest defensive play of the night. 9:25 and running here in his 4th period of play. 3rd and long for Frederick, and Mangum a chance to get the ball back. Let's see what they decide to do on the Bombers side of things. Gayton underneath center. I formation. Tailback Reyes. They'll hand it instead to the fullback, and breaking a couple of tackles and pounding his way out for about 3 yards will be Wright, but Comantre will not pick up the first down. A good job of just putting body after body on Wright. Brett Perry in on the stop. Also Leighton Ketchum. And the initial hit was made by Jason Shandy. So it'll be 4th down and about 6.5, 7 for Frederick. They'll have to punt the football away with 8:45 of the clock running here in the 4th quarter. Brett Perry going to go back deep. And in punting formation, Zachary Matthews. You cannot go to sleep on Matthews. He has played quarterback at times here tonight. Matthews going to punt it away. Low line drive kick. Tries to keep it away from Perry. Ball going to hit at about the 15-yard line. Brett will pick it up right there. Penalty flag going to fly. 20. Perry back to the near side to the 25. And Mangum would have had it 1st and 10 at their own 25, but they got a block in the back. That was a pretty obvious one. Back at the 20-yard line. They'll mark it off 10 from there. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers from their own 10-yard line. So we'll get the call from Alan Meyer, but it was an obvious block in the back. Happened at the 20. They'll mark it off 10, as we mentioned. 1st and 10 for Mangum. Down by 7, 26-19. 8:17 left on the clock. Mangum staging a come-from-behind victory a couple of weeks ago against Apache, and a year ago here at the Bomber Bowl did likewise. Last year, Frederick had the lead, and then Mangum woke up late, came back and won it. So it'll be 1st and 10, shotgun formation for the Tigers with Brett Perry. In the slot, you'll find Jean-Claude Booth. Also split out here on the near side, Colton Laughlin. Perry wants to run, looks for a block from Booth, gets it, has the 15, out to the 16, 17-yard line. Brett Perry running hard, tackled after the 6-yard gain by Diego Reyes. But again, that is just a power formation right there. You have your big fellas up front, put a hat on somebody, and you put Jean-Claude Booth out in front of Brett Perry, and you let them just rumble to the edge. Now they go back to a conventional look with Laughlin. Perry, all right, check that. That's Booth to his left. Colton going to roll near side, throws a bullet pass caught by Travion Dickey, and Dickey will take it across the 30 out to about the 31-yard line. Trayvon Dickey picking up the first down. So Mangum going to move the sticks here with 7:35 remaining, 26-19. I like that little spin move. Laughlin sets his feet and fires a fastball that Dickey will catch. They said that Trayvon stepped out at the 28. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. 7:35 left of the ball game. This time Booth will be to the right of Laughlin from the shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers up top. Colton going to roll that way. Slings it. Pass caught out in the flat. And a minimal gain there for the wide receiver Jalen Warner. And actually Warner gets better yardage than I thought. He'll take it to the 32. So they'll give him about 5 on the play, and it sets up a 2nd down and 5. So a little quick pitch and catch out there on the edge. Play that we saw numerous times last year from this offense of Mangum. 7 minutes left in the 4th period of play, brought to us by Great Plains Bank. 2nd down and 5. Laughlin going to roll near side, throws, got a man, that's Dickey, can't handle the pass. It'll be third down in about 4. Trayvon that time had to spin around and was losing his footing, and that's a tough ball to catch. Laughlin put it on his shoulder pads, but again, because of the way that Dickey was turned, could not get it. It'll be third down. Scoreboard says 3rd and 7, but it's closer to 6. Ball out just across the 31-yard line. The line to make is the 38. Incomplete pass stops the clock with 6:53 remaining, so it'll be interesting to see what they do if they don't pick it up here and are close to a first down. 3rd down and 6. Laughlin from the shotgun wants to throw. Pump fake to Perry. Now he'll let go of the football. Brett spinning and makes the catch and then drops the football. Well, Perry had to adjust a couple of times on the fly and got himself spun around like a record. Thank you, dead or alive. And the pass incomplete. Now they go for the home run ball again and had Brett wide open for a moment. Defense was there late. Perry adjusted to the ball but couldn't hang on. So with 6:44 left in the ball game, Mangum going to have to punt it away and put the onus on its defense. Tigers got to be careful. They had for a moment too many men on the field, but not enough as Jacey Nippert doing a little do-si-do out there. So Lopez to punt it away. Nobody back to receive for Frederick. How about that? End over end kick hits at the 42. Spins inside the 40 and will come to rest at the 38-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there for Frederick. 6:36 left in the ball game. They lead 27-19.
The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum is celebrating 80 years in business and 4 decades of Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger graduates. The Castle Insurance Agency has had and will continue to have a long-term commitment to support Mangum students on the field and off the field. For auto, home, farm, bonds, crop, oil field, or commercial insurance, please call or stop by the Castle Insurance Agency, 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum. Call 782-3049. That's 782-3049. The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum.
All right, let's give you a game reset now. 6:36 left of the ball game. 27-19. Mangum trailing. And they just gave 5 yards to this group from Frederick, and I don't know why. Take the ball out to the 43-yard line. I didn't see any penalties on the play, and unless the ball hit one of the Tigers as it came to rest at the 43. The only thing I can figure. Wow. And people noticing, yeah, it says 27-19 on the scoreboard. It should be 26-19. Yeah, you did. You and Katie Carney, you do a good job of keeping the correct score out there for us. All night long, the scoreboard operator has been a little bit slow to stop the clock when it's been advantageous to Frederick. And now they put an extra point on the board to make it 27-19. And unless you're kicking an extra point, there's no way to get a single point in football. So I think they're also running a little time off the clock, down to 6:26 left in the ball game. Well, Mangum fans getting restless, and justifiably so. Now, Frederick has 81 points, back to 26. So they finally got everything sorted out. I still don't know why they placed the ball at the 43. That is not where it came to rest. Didn't get an explanation on that. 1st and 10 now for Frederick. They lead by 7, 26-19. Try to run as much clock here as they can. Diego Reyes turns the corner, has the 45-50, gets a block, takes it inside Mangum territory, down to the 46-yard line. Reyes running hard on the edge. Bernard Bailey making the stop with Leighton Ketchum, but not before a first down is picked up by Frederick. Now they'll stop the clock momentarily, 6:17 remaining. 1st and 10, ball at the 46. By the way, I haven't mentioned it, and I forgot to. William Dickey earlier today giving me a Mangum Tiger chapeau. I now have a hat. Coach Dickey said, "You want this, Barnes?" And I said, "Well, if it's jumbo size, I'll be able to wear it." He says it's the biggest I got. It barely fit. Thanks for asking. 1st and 10 now. Halfway through quarter number 4, brought to you by Great Plains Bank. Running play here on the quarterback keeper. Then Zachary Matthews. And Matthews on his feet at the 30, 25, 15. And finally shoved out of bounds right about the 15-yard line. But this one will come back as we're going to get the proverbial block in the back. Boy, we've had a ton of that tonight. 5 weeks into the season, you wouldn't expect it. Penalty flag at the 25. They actually got the hold. It's a holding call. Not a block in the back, but again, it wipes out a big run by Frederick. So they will mark it off from the 24 back to the 34. And oddly enough, that'll be very close to a first down. Remember, Frederick had 2 touchdowns in the third quarter that were nullified by holding penalties. So the holding here came at the end of the play. It was marked off 10 yards from where the flag flew, and it'll be good enough for a first down. So some good, some bad in that play if you're a Bomber fan. 5:45 remaining. Mangum needs the football back. Zachary Matthews in the pistol. His running back is Malachi Newton. Snap back to Matthews. Going to keep it himself and not going to go anywhere. Great job that time by Mangum defensively. Jalen Warner there along with Jerry Skinner. And maybe a loss of a yard on the play. Back to the 34. Well, actually back to the 35. So a loss of a couple. That'll bring up a second down and a dozen. 5:20 and running here in this fourth period of play. Mangum, remember, just 2 timeouts. They had to use one when they went for a 2-point conversion. The conversion no good and a wasted timeout. Second down and 12. 5:05 left of the ball game. Toss sweep, right side Reyes. Diego looking for a block, gets it, put the ball on his backside, somehow held on to it, and gets it down inside the 30, down to about the 27-yard line. Jalen Warner in on the stop, got help as well from Jason Shandy. But for a moment, Reyes lost control of that ball, pinned it to his backside, and then regained it before it could be poked away. Ball sitting at the 28, they will call it officially. So that'll bring up a third down and about 4.5. And again, Frederick milking the clock each play. Game clock at 4:25, play clock at 10. Put it in motion there and run it right up the middle of the field. On the carry this time, it's Comantre Wright. Wright going to be near the first down. He's at the 25. And that'll bring up about fourth and about a half yard. 4 minutes left of the ball game, and obviously Frederick will go for it here. Down to 3:55. Comantre Wright, the big back, dotting the I on fourth and less than a yard. They'll hand it off to Wright, and he'll pick up the first down and more as he'll take it inside the 25 down to the 22 and now the 21-yard line. Corbin McGill in on the stop for Mangum. JT Schrum as well, but another first down and a fresh set of downs for Frederick. 3:42 remaining. You know, Mangum got a turnover late in the ball game last year to beat Frederick, and boy, they're going to need something like that to occur here. Back at a quarterback, by the way, Gustavo Gayton. Interchangeable quarterbacks all night long, he and Zachary Matthews. Gayton now staring right at the 25-second play clock. Down to 1, he'll snap it, go back to the big back, and lowering his head at the 20 to the 19-yard line. Will go right, and then he'll get shoved back by Brett Perry, along with Bernard Bailey. Also in on the stop, JT Schrum for Mangum. Shandy in there as well for the Tigers. Jason got the hands on the hips. A little tired late in the ball game. 2:50 remaining. Second down now. And we'll call it 7. Ball setting at the 19. And again, looking right at that play clock as it's down to 5. Will be the quarterback, Gayton. He'll snap it at 2. And again, not much room over there on that left side. A short carry, but time keeps ticking off the clock. Malachi Newton take it down to the 17-yard line. And again, making the play for Mangum, Jerry Skinner and Jason Chandy. Frederick doing a good job of playing keep away, though. 2:10 left of the ball game. They'll face a 3rd down and 5 here. If Mangum can hold and force a 4th down, I would think that Coach William Dickey would use one of his 2 remaining timeouts. Gayton this time going to go underneath center. He'll toss it here on the near side to Reyes, and Reyes going to get hit well short of the 1st down. Bernard Bailey make the initial stop, and then finished off by Brett Perry. Minute 49 remaining, and Mangum will take that timeout. So their second one of the night coming with 1:49 remaining. It'll be 4th down and about 4 for Frederick when you and I come back. Classic Hits 97.7.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
All right, let's give you a game reset now. Mangum trailing Frederick 26-19. 1:49 left of the ball game. I did it again. Frederick has 2 timeouts remaining. Mangum with 1. It is a 4th down and about 4 for Frederick. Bombers working on the right end of your listening and or viewing device. And again, Gustavo Gayton running the quarterback position for Frederick. His fullback this time going to be Malachi Newton. The tailback, fresh set of legs in there, in Kyle Edwards. So here we go. 4th down and about 4. And that Mangum defense rise up one more time. High formation. Long snap count. I think Frederick trying to get Mangum to jump off sides. Play clock down to 5. Toss sweep near side. A little jump pass, and it is incomplete. No, picked off. Picked off in the end zone by Travion Dickey. So Trey Dickey with the interception in the end zone. Mangum will get it back with 80 yards in front of them, down by a touchdown and an extra point. 26-19, 1:40 remaining. So the interception in the end zone will give the football to the Tigers at their own 20-yard line. 1 timeout to work with. Of course, in high school football, when you pick up a 1st down, the clock is stopped momentarily to reset the chains. Got to be careful if you get into a situation where you want to spike the football to stop the clock. If you're in the shotgun, that is considered a fumble. So Laughlin will go for the shotgun now. 1st and 10. Colton drops back to pass. Going to be flushed to the near side. Throws, middle of the field, intended for Henry Lopez. And Lopez had his route redirected by Gustavo Gayton. Mangum fans want to pass interference, but I think it's just a good job of defensive coverage there. There's not a lot of contact, and Gayton just simply ran Lopez away from the football. Incomplete. That'll be 2nd down and 10. 1:32 left of the ball game. Mangum going for the home run ball again there. See if they don't come back with an intermediary pass right here. For Jalen Warner, where is he? Split out to the far side. In the slot here on the near side, Perry. From the shotgun, Laughlin. Late blitz, Laughlin rolling. Reyes has him. Laughlin breaks the tackle. Now throws the football, and it's incomplete. That'll be 3rd down and 10. Well, great job there by Laughlin. You saw his athletic ability there. Diego Reyes all over the feet of Colton, and he was able to break the attempted tackle and get rid of the football. 3rd down and 10. Live to see another day. 1:22 remaining. Mangum with 1 timeout left. They trail by 7. Again, a sluggish start. Trailed at 1 point, 19-0. And has outscored Frederick since then, 19-7. They trail by 7. Empty backfield. Rolling out near side, Laughlin got a man wide open, Perry, but the pass too tall, incomplete, and it'll be 4th down. A little extracurricular at the end of that one. Daniel Contreras, getting Contreras that time. I think that was Stetson Ryan, wasn't it? Yeah. So 4th down and 10 now for Mangum. You might wonder why that ball was high there to Perry. Late pressure, and Laughlin had to change his release. Colton asking for the play from the sidelines. The play clock now just wound, so plenty of time. 1:17 remaining. And here's your ball game. 4th down and 10 for Mangum. Dickey here on the near side. Lopez and Perry in the slot. Laughlin from the shotgun. Behind him, Booth will hand it off to Sean Claude. Going to run the football. Booth at the 25, out to the 30, and Booth will pick up the first down. Sean Claude Booth. They gave him the 30-yard line, and all that football has to do is touch the yard marker, and that is a first down. But now they get a poor spot, and Frederick acts like they're going to get the football back on downs. And where the football sits right now, that's not going to be a first down. They did not quite give Sean Claude Booth the 30-yard line. And the ball going to be short by about the nose of the football, huh? Going to go to the instant replay there, yeah. On oksports.tv or on Classic Hits 97.7 and our Facebook Live page. They will stretch the chains, but where that ball sits, I do not believe that's going to be a first down. He had to touch the 30-yard line, and it sets about 3 inches shy of the 30. They'll stretch the chains, and it's Frederick football. Well, that's one that you'll replay 1,000 times if you're Mangum, and kind of hard to tell on the spot. It's a right foot, left foot thing, and it comes up short. So Frederick will get the football. One time out left for Mangum, but all the Bombers have to do is snap it a couple of times, and they will have won this one. A gutsy call there on 4th and 10. They give the ball to Booth, and Sean Claude scratching, clawing, trying to pick up that first down. Comes up about 2 inches short. Wow. So now Frederick will go with a bunch formation. Gustavo Gayton will take the snap and then take a knee immediately. Mangum, I guess, would burn that final timeout with 1:04 in the clock running, and Tigers haven't taken it just yet. Inside of a minute. Boy, that's tough there. Let's see what William Dickey's going to do here. Let them run one more play maybe and then call the timeout on 3rd down. 2nd down and a dozen as it is. Play clock's at 15. Game clock is at 40. About a 25-second differential. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to let them snap it one more time and then call the timeout on 3rd down. There's the knee, and there's the timeout. Now the clock's still running. Coach Dickey not going to take the timeout. He's just going to wave the white flag and concede the ball game. So Frederick will hold on. They jumped down to a 19-0 lead, and they held on and won it by a final score of 26-19. Mangum falling to 2-3 overall and 1-1 inside district play. Frederick 26, Mangum 19. This is a final on Classic Hits 97.7.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Well, a tip of the cap to Great Plains Bank, our sponsor here tonight in the 4th quarter, as Mangum valiantly fights back after trailing at one point 19-0, cut it to 19-6. Then it was 26-6. Scored a couple of times, but couldn't come up with that final score to tie it and send it into overtime. And again, Frederick wins it by a final score of 26-19. We'll wrap it up after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
When it comes to getting your prescriptions filled quickly, just have your doctor send them to Bratton Drug in Mangum or Granite Drug in Granite, where competent and friendly pharmacists will quickly fill them correctly. Bratton Drug and Granite Drug are hometown, locally owned pharmacies, and they know you have a choice when it comes to a pharmacy, so they appreciate your business, and they're proud to serve you. That's Bratton Drug in Mangum and Granite Drug in Granite.
Well, a bittersweet day for Mangum sports. Earlier today, the Mangum Lady Tigers winning the 2A regional at Mangum as they blasted Walters 14-2, winning in run rule fashion. And now we'll wait for Monday to get here and the announcement of the state pairings at the Fire Lake Complex over there in Shawnee. Meantime, William Dickey's team trailing 19-0, could not stop Frederick. Found a way to do it. Got some help from the Bombers when they committed a couple of holding penalties that resulted in 2 touchdowns being waved off. Mangum trying to get back into it. Great pitch and catch of 79 yards from quarterback Colton Laughlin to Brett Perry, but couldn't find a way to score that final touchdown. And again, they lose it by a final score of 26-19. Mangum, as we mentioned, 2-3 inside the district, or 2-3 overall, and 1-1 inside the district. Task doesn't get any easier on Friday night as the Tigers return to the Liberty Bowl. They will entertain the Hobart Bearcats. That ought to be a dandy, and we look forward to it next Friday night. Our coverage will get underway at 6:30. Kickoff will be at 7 o'clock. Last couple of weeks, my lovely better half has done a great job on the camera and on the scoreboard. Deanne, thank you so much, sweetheart. I know this will go on your resume and look good for you as you continue to work towards that college degree. So thank you for all the efforts there. Justin O'Neill, we look forward to you joining us again here in the booth. And by the way, Deanne is more than welcome to come with Justin and I over to Mangum next Friday night. That'll be a fun one. Then, of course, we've got softball that we'll talk about Thursday as the quarterfinals of the Class 2A state softball tournament get underway. Join us as well for Michael in the Morning every Monday through Friday morning from 6 to 9. Got to get those free plugs in there. Michael in the Morning, 6 to 9 here on Classic Hits 97.7. So for William Dickey and for the players who came up and joined me here at halftime, Jacey Nippert along with Dusty Pence, Sarah Rogers, and the final member of that group was Maddie Lively. And for Deanne, I'm Michael. Thanks for joining us on your home of Mangum Sports and Michael in the Morning. Classic Hits 97.7.